Hello, everybody. I feel inclined to say happy Friday because it's been a long while since I streamed on a Thursday, but here we are. For today is a very special day. Today is opening day, the very first day in the baseball world. I hope everyone's having a nice day. I'm having like an okay one. I've been doing homework all morning. But then I just started, I promised a drunk stream, and you know, it's an afternoon, it's not a night thing. So, I'm not drunk yet, but I have started. I'm tipsy. So the last like 2 hours before this stream were just like 3 shots of vodka spread between just desperately trying to understand my advanced inorganic chemistry take-home quiz. But anyway, here's the sitch. First pitch is soon, so I'm gonna have to be quick here. It's in about 10 minutes. So I got some explaining to do. Here's the deal. I have promised to you all. I forget what stream it was in, where I talked. You know, we've been planning to do an opening day stream for a while. But like a few weeks ago during one of my streams, somebody said make it a crop top stream. And I said, well, I don't have a crop top. It was Danganronpa. Most of the things happen in those streams. I should have guessed that. I don't have a crop top, but then I remembered that what I do have is a t-shirt that I bought with my friend at Stu Leonard's, which is like, it's like a supermarket in Connecticut that is like the most whimsical thing you could ever imagine. It's the most like gimmicky supermarket in the world. They have like animatronics everywhere. And I got a shirt there. That is meant for toddlers. It's got a duck on it. It's for Stewie's swim school, which I got because I was like, haha, oh my god, it's such a cute shirt. It's so tiny. Imagine if I wear this for pictures. Wouldn't that be funny? And then we learned that the reason that Stu Leonard established Stewie's swim school is because his very young son drowned. So that kind of took a little bit of the wind out of my sails. So this is in that kid's honor. This is in that kid's honor. I didn't know until very recently, and I've got too committed to this idea, so we're wearing it anyway. They're selling the shirts. It's not like wearing it is a problem. Hey, it doesn't matter. So now hell yeah, it is. See, that's right. Everyone brought the mood down except Kenna. You got the memo, Kenna. So here's the deal. I'm wearing this toddler-sized t-shirt. I'm gonna switch to my face cam now. Hello, everybody. I've got my Red Sox jersey over it, and I'm gonna give y'all a nice full look at my shirt. So are we ready? Is this what you wanted? Official member of Stewie's Swim School. Thank you, everyone. There are almost 500 people here. This is the most... Shoddy flat like a pancake. Shoddy is flat like... that's okay. Some shoddies are flat like a pancake. It happens. This is the most people I've had a stream in like a really long time. Whatever. Doesn't matter. See, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Where's his waist? Okay, doesn't matter. Let me explain some more stuff here. So I've assembled a cute little overlay here for our viewing experience. Oh wait, I'm on my... Hold on. There we go. Here's our overlay. We've got a shots taken counter. I drew it like last night. Yeah, show without the jersey. It's too late. The moment's over. Moment's passed. So, unfortunately, when we planned to do this, there was an experimental, like, application, I guess, that MLB put out called 3D Game Day. And the idea is that they've always had this game day website that looks like this, where you can follow along with the action of the game without actually watching it or listening to it or anything like that. I'm a little off center. Let me... That's whatever. It's good enough. And they developed like this kind of 3D generated version last year. But they kind of made it sound like it was a one-year thing, so I was a little worried that it wouldn't be around this year. Or at least at the very start. And sure enough, it is gone. So originally we were going to have like this 3D render where you could actually see like where all the balls were going and stuff like that. You live in Florida? I feel like I've met you. No. Anyway. They don't have it, unfortunately. I don't know if it was like a one-year trial and it's still in development or what. Or if I just can't find it. But yeah, no 3D game day, unfortunately. So it's just going to be this for you guys because I can't show any of the footage or audio of the actual game or I'll get shot dead by Rob Manfred himself. He'll come to Williamsburg and light me up. So, and we don't want that. Or at least I don't. I guess I can't speak for everybody. Also, fair warning that this ducky shirt is like kind of like really fucking restricting my breathing. So if I hit a point in like an hour where this thing needs to come off, it's coming off. I bought it when I was like 160 pounds. Ducky binder. Yeah. Beauty's pain. I know. It's good. I bought it when I was like 160 pounds and now I'm like 185. So it don't fit as good as it did when I bought it. But that's fine. Okay. Yeah. So we have our shots taken counter. I'm trying to make sure I've covered all my bases here. We have our shots taken counter. We're at 3 for now. But what I've done is I've filled my Gatorade bottle with shot is not really like a stable unit because it depends, and in different places it's different amounts, but from what I can tell it's like a standard American shot is like 1.5 ounces. A standard European shot is just 1 ounce flat. So what I did was I just considered a shot to be like 1.25 ounces. So in this bottle is 1.25 cup of vodka. That is 8 shots. 1.25 cups of vodka. Rest is water and 2 liquid IV packets because it's all we have for flavoring right now. So the plan is by the time I finish this bottle, we'll be at 11, and that's where I'll stop. Because the most important thing with alcohol, I hope everyone in here is over 18. I'm going to trust. Know your limits, know your body, and I have lots of experience with getting drunk enough to enjoy myself, but I've never gotten to blackout level. I've never thrown up from drinking. So 11's a pretty good number for me. Enough to get like drunk and have fun without being like very drunk. So yeah. So I'll be sipping on this. Yep, figured that out the hard way. Yeah, I didn't have to. I'm very grateful for that. Okay, we're gonna have music playing at all times, but I can't play the audio, so I'll just be watching the game. I will have audio, personally. Let me know if you can hear the game. I think I hooked up my stream so I can hear it, but it doesn't come through the stream. I'm watching the ball game on Microsoft Edge right now. Okay. Looking all good. Yo, Therm, send me your MLB account password. Burn in hell, actually. We can't? Perfect. Yeah, I'm sorry for people who can't actually watch. Are we allowed to see clips when something cool happens? If you want to see clips when something cool happens, you can go to the Red Sox and the Rangers Twitter. Because they will be, anytime something big happens, they'll post a clip of it. First pitch, ground out. All right, Jaron Duran grounded out. That's fine. I'm also a little ahead. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pause my broadcast until it happens on the game day. And then I'll resume it. So we're on the same page. Otherwise, I'll be spoiling everything. So I'm going to pause until game day says that Jarren Duran grounded out to the first baseman. Okay. I'll be providing some commentary. I'm not going to be actually all the way in, like, commentating the game. But I'll be giving you all the narratives and whatnot. So here's the Red Sox lineup. We got Jarren Duran leading off. He's extremely fast. He had an insane season last year because he just literally did it all. Really, really fast. Plays phenomenal defense. Hit a actually solid amount of home runs. He had like 20 or so. Steals bases. Had the most doubles and triples in the league. Like, he just had a phenomenal season. Because he played in almost every game. And he would have played in every game if he didn't get suspended for 2 days for saying a slur on the broadcast. So, tough to know how to feel about Jarren Duran. Batting second, Rafi Devers. Longtime third baseman. This year, DH. Designated hitter, which means he doesn't play in the field. We'll see how he adjusts to that. But he's just, pure hitter. Phenomenal. Alex Bregman. Did it update? Do I have to actually be clicked into it for it to update? Okay, now I'm behind. Hold on. This is hell. So it looks like the game day doesn't update unless I'm clicked into it. All right. In that case, I'm going to have to watch the game on my second monitor. So I'm actually clicked in to the window at all times. Okay, now I'm behind. So let me skip forward a little bit. All right, Devers strikes out. Alex Bregman, batting third, new addition to the team. Came over from the Astros. Very consistent. That's his big thing. He's a very consistent player. He will kind of give you the same season every year, and that season is a pretty solid season. So, yeah. Okay. Is it updating? So on my end, there we go. Okay, it updates in spurts, so it's not gonna be perfect. But, oh wait, 3D. Holy shit, timeout. All right, y'all give me a second. Hey, look at this. I thought it was gone. All right, we get the 3D render. Let me resize this a little bit. There we go. Oops, not that. Y'all are gonna have to give me a second here. There's a lot of things on my... God damn it. Let me lock this. Red Sox have got themselves a dude, says Dave O'Brien. Let's see here. Let me... It'll be a little stretched out, but... All right. There we go. Now you guys have the 3D game day. Now, does that play if I'm not on the window? No. Okay. There we are. All right. So I'm a little ahead again because Bregman just grounded out. So let me pause. All right. It'll take some time to get set up, but we'll get squared away. I also... Yeah, there we are. That's a ground out. Look at the umpire just emerging from the basement. There's going to be some whack shit going on. So if you're into like a very paranormal viewing experience, you're going to have a great time. Okay. So not a great start for the Sox, but that's okay. First run through the lineup. Nate Eovaldi's usually pretty good. That's the Rangers pitcher, but we'll figure him out. Okay. I'm going to keep going through. Let me mute because the commercial's playing. I'm going to keep going through the lineup. And, give you all the info. So let me switch back over to Red Sox. Okay, so Alex Bregman, third baseman. He'll give you like the same season every year. Batting fourth is Tristan Casas, young, controversial first baseman for the Red Sox. He's controversial because he paints his nails, and the old people hate that. He paints his nails. He's also just an extremely weird dude. Fundamentally, I love him. He just has weird answers to like every question. And he also... There was this big outrage because he was eating fruit with a tiny fork in the dugout of one of their games last year. And they were like, what are you, gay? Because you're eating fruit with a fork? So, guess he should watch out for that. We love Tristan Casas here. He has so much potential, has a lot of power in his bat, but he just keeps getting injured. He was hurt for most of last season. So, I trust. Okay, batting 5th for the Sox. Trevor Story, I don't even need to say anything. I don't care. I'm at the point with Trevor Story where I don't even care if he has a good season or not. He could be the worst player in the league. I just need him to stay healthy because I want to watch him play. That is it. I don't care if he's bad. I just want him to be there. Because no matter how bad of a season he has offensively, he is such a good defender at short and such an important defender. He makes everyone else around him better just by being on the field defensively. The second he went down last year, the Red Sox went to shit defensively. So I trust. I think this is the year. Batting 6th, Christian Campbell. This is his debut. He has not played a single game in the major leagues. This 3D game day thing's pretty cool. This is his very first. He was called up this spring from the minor leagues. One of the top prospects in the game. Put up phenomenal numbers in the minors last year. So a lot of people think he's going to be very good. I trust. But he's very young. So we're going to be patient. Twitter's going to go crazy if Christian Campbell gets off to a slow start. These students came back. I heard baseball players have way more ass. Yeah, they all are absolutely caked. Especially the guy on the mound for the Sox right now, Garrett Crochet, who has some of the most elite stuff in the entire league. His pitches are disgusting. He just hasn't had very much experience. So that's kind of his main concern. I just realized that with where it's at right now, the scoreboard's cut off. So let me hold on. Let me slide this over so you guys can see the scoreboard. There we are. Okay. Some stuff will be cut off, but at least you can see the updates. Anyway, Garrett Crochet, high hopes from this year. Just hope he stays healthy because he hasn't really had a full season of pitching yet. But his potential is through the roof. There it is, strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Garrett Crochet, got him with the cutter. Middle. I'm a little behind, it looks like. Okay. All right, we're good now. Anyway, I'm going to be very scatterbrained because it's hard to give y'all the rundown while the game is happening. Batting 7th, Wilyer Abreu. Solid player, underrated. Expect good things from him. Batting 8th, the catcher, Connor Wong. I think he's due for a regression, but you never know. He had an okay season last year. He's not crazy, but whatever, who cares. And then batting 9th is Cedon Rafaela, who is one of my favorite players on the team because he has such an interesting profile as a hitter. Cedon is a phenomenal defender. He's young. He's athletic. He's small. He's very short. And what appealed to a lot of people as Corey Seager flies out to left field, so that's 2 down in the bottom of the first. What appealed to a lot of people about him is that he's small and plays great defense, but he's got a lot of power. So people naturally thought he had a lot of potential. And he does. His biggest problem is that he swings at fucking everything. Which is a fun problem to have. Not for success, but for viewership. He has 0 plate discipline. It does not matter where the pitch is going. He will be swinging at it. He had the lowest walk rate in the entire league last year. Strikes out a ton. But he's so fun. I think he could have a great year. Pete Wheeler comp? Yeah. I buy it. He doesn't quite have Pete Wheeler's speed. He's pretty fast, but Pete Wheeler's like upper echelon of speed. All right. I'm through the lineup, and I blinked, and already there's 2 strikes and 2 outs. Garrett is absolutely dealing up there, which people expect from him. I trust. I think he's going to have a great year. All right. 2 strikes, 2 outs to Wyatt Langford. Fouls it off third base side. Wyatt Langford just called up last year for the Rangers. Top prospect. He's going to be very good, but he's kind of getting the hang of things. If I remember correctly, he had an absolutely disgusting second half last year. He was really good in the second half. So I think the Rangers as a team are going to be extremely good this year. All right. There's a ball inside. I'm a little ahead again, so I'm pausing. We're going to be doing this song and dance for a while. So that's a 2-2 count to Wyatt Langford. 2 outs, nobody on base. I don't care what happens. Trevor Story is coming up next inning. Let me get a sip of my DIY Borg. I guess every Borg is a DIY Borg, but you get my meaning. That is strong, as you could probably expect, given how much vodka's in there. Doesn't matter. All right, we got full count. 2 outs. The payoff pitch. Fouled again. Wyatt Langford, a pesky at bat. This is not what you'd like to see because Garrett Crochet, they're probably not going to want him to throw too many pitches today. And he's already at 16. He's not the most efficient pitcher because he's a strikeout guy. And getting strikeouts requires a lot more pitches than coaxing weak contact. Well, there's some weak contact. Is that going to find the stands? It is. Another foul ball. Because, you know, it takes a lot of pitches to strike somebody out. But if somebody grounds out on the first pitch, that's efficiency. So Garrett Crochet is never going to be the most efficient guy. I don't think he's going to go deep into games that often. A lot of people keep projecting him to go deep in all these games. I don't see it. I think he's going to be like a 5-inning guy most of the time. But he's going to strike so many people out. That's a phenomenal at-bat for Wyatt Langford. What is that, like a 9-pitch walk? You're all right, Garrett. Don't lose him. We got Adolis Garcia coming up. He had a crazy season in 2023 and a shitty season last year. So what's this year going to look like for him? Nobody really knows. But I'm eager to find out. I'm going to be guesstimating my shots taken meter. I'm going to update it at commercial breaks. We're a quarter of the way through the bottle, so I'll shift that over to 5 when this inning ends. Okay, Gare Bear. I don't know who to call Gare Bear. We got 2 Gare Bears now. I used to always call Garrett there's a strike. Used to always call Garrett Whitlock, who's another pitcher. He's going to be a reliever this year. Used to call him Gare Bear, but now we got another Gare Bear. So I don't know what the fuck to do. My whole world's upside down. It's been 10 minutes. How are you a quarter through the bottle? I drink fast. God damn. Cutter upper half. Adolis cannot catch up. He's under both pitches so far, and when you're in 2 strikes, you're in Garrett Crochet's hell. Because he's got like 5 pitches, and they all move 20 feet. Yeah, I drink fast. 0-2 pitch. In the zone, but called a ball. That's tough. That was a perfect pitch. 96 miles an hour, painted up and in. Right in the black, but... Ump missed it. It's a borderline call. That's all right. What made you a Red Sox fan? My family. My granddad and my mommy. Adolis weakly pops out on the outside pitch. Right fielder Abreu is under it, and that'll end the first. No score. Due up for the Sox, Casas, Story, and Campbell. All right, let me update my shot tracker here. Here we are. Up to 5. We're going to hit 11 like fast. This is how I like to drink. I have like... I need to preface this. Don't do this unless you're familiar with your body. I know my body. I have a very high metabolism. So alcohol doesn't really hit me as hard. So when I drink, I pack it in. I do shots for efficiency, and I do it in a small window of time. Because then not only am I like drunk a little faster, it also like goes away in a reasonable amount of time. And I got a lot of homework to do after this stream. So I don't want to be schlammered for the whole day. There have been plenty of times I've gotten back from parties and I still have like a bunch of shots in my system and I've like edited videos. A large portion of the best of compilation for this past year was edited while like absolutely wasted. Okay. We're going to be at 7 shots here pretty soon. When I drink, I also eat, so normally the food intake balances out the alcohol intake and I don't get too plastered. That's a good way to be. Don't drink on an empty stomach. Don't mix. Don't mix spirits. I just drink vodka. Because it's... I don't know. For some reason, it doesn't... Like, they all taste bad, but vodka is just the easiest for me for some reason. Eat before, not get a hangover, and drink water in between. Oh, yeah. I got my water. We practice safe and responsible alcohol consumption on the Therm channel. Vodka has always given me the worst hangovers. The only time I've ever been hungover... Sorry. Tristan Casas steps up. Oh. Immediately flies it to the left side. Is that going to find the seats, or is it going to stay in play? They never switched the camera, so... Guess it was a foul ball. The only time I've ever been hungover, I had a ton of these shooters that had 2 shots worth of alcohol They're very, very concentrated. They had like 2 shots of vodka worth of alcohol and were insanely sugary. And I had like 5 of them. And that really fucked me up the next day. That was awful. I'm never having those ever again. Isn't it 4:30 p.m.? Yeah. What about it? God, Nate is looking like a dog on the mound. I miss him so much. For reference, guy pitching for the Rangers today, Nathan Eovaldi, their starter. Longtime Red Sox and was my favorite player on the Red Sox from 2018 through 2020. Until Bobby Dahlbeck got called up. And then he took over. And then Trevor Story entered the team. And then he took over. All right, Tristan. 0-2. Tristan's got a great eye, so he's not really going to chase. See, that's a good take right there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I should be giving everybody a little more info about the profile, because I said it briefly when I went through the lineup, but I should be more specific. Tristan Casas, his biggest calling cards are power and plate discipline. He takes his walks and has a lot of power. Right now, it's just about barreling up the ball consistently, because he has a lot of swing and miss in his game, and we're trying to limit that. I love how readily he takes balls opposite field, which means if you're a lefty, hitting it to left field, and if you're a righty, hitting it to right field. Kind of going the other way with it. What's plate discipline? That just means knowing like what's a ball, what's a strike. Making good swing decisions. Swinging at pitches in the zone. Leaving pitches that aren't. He has a great eye. All right, 1 and 2. And it's a strikeout. It's all right. It was a phenomenal pitch. It was borderline. You're all right, Tristan. And up to the plate steps my baby. My baby. Trevor Story. Just stay on the field this year, man. I don't care about performance for you. I just want to watch you play. I'd like to remind you all of my Trevor Story signed jersey, signed by the man himself. He's got some reflux. Getting more. Signed by the man himself. This winter. My most prized possession. And everyone keeps telling me not to wear it because it's valuable, but I want to. So I will keep wearing it. That's a good take. 1 ball, 1 strike to Trevor Story. We gotta get Nathan to throw some more pitches because he is dealing up there right now at high efficiency. Alcohol gives me mad acid reflux though. Yeah, same. And I hate it because it's like I have some like in a group of people I don't know. Oof, that's off the plate. Called a strike. So far, the umpires are not being too kind to the Sox, but that's okay. It's a good take, Story. He'll know. He'll have the iPad when he gets back to the dugout. He'll know it's a good take. It sucks when I'm in a room with a bunch of people I don't know, and I start hiccuping and like having to like stop mid-sentence, and people think I'm already sloshed, when in reality I just have acid in my system. Anyway, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Trevor Story. And one thing about Trevor Story, he's going to strike out a lot. That's just always the player he's been. He's the kind of guy that, like, especially in his prime, it never really mattered too much. Because even though he struck out a lot, he also barreled the ball a lot. Plenty of effective hitters who strike out a lot. Kyle Schwarber is like a great example. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trevor Story. Yep, there we go. Swing and a miss. Pitch outside the zone. To be fair, it was a phenomenal pitch. And up steps Christian Campbell. Oh, they just panned to his family in the crowd. Up steps Christian Campbell for his first at-bat in the major leagues. I'm so happy for him. I don't know how happy he is for him because the Red Sox posted the video of him, like the manager telling him he's getting called up, and he was just like, okay. Just like super chill about it. Yeah, middle fastball taken. I'm sure he just didn't want to swing at the first pitch. Gotta savor that first at-bat. Where did he go? Doesn't matter. You sinking to the ground? Doesn't matter. You guys worry too much. Where the fuck is Kimmy Cade supposed to bat in this lineup? I have her penciled in at cleanup. There's a ball in. Almost hit him. But it didn't. All right. 1 ball, 1 strike. Someone's got to put something in play against Nathan. This dude is dishing up there. There's a fastball up, fouled off to the right side. He's a little behind on it. Nate used to be hitting triple digits sometimes with the fastball. He's lost a lot of velocity on it throughout all of his, both getting older and some injury. Oh, that's annoying. The like thing at the bottom updates and spoils me at the inning ends. I'm gonna crop it out. There we go. Okay, well, it's a strikeout. It's another strikeout. So Nathan Eovaldi strikes out the side. He is looking invincible on the mound right now. Sox offense is going to have to wake up because they're getting perfect gamed right now on 4 strikeouts with great efficiency. Kind of hard to imagine a better start for a pitcher so far, but it's only 2 innings. I call attention to a game last summer against the Rays in which Taj Bradley had maybe the best first 3 innings I've ever seen a pitcher have with my own eyeballs, and then got shelled in the 4th. That's just how baseball works. Sometimes it's really tough to get a hang of things, and then once you see the same pitcher a few times, then you get a better idea of what they like to throw, how the pitches move. Very unfortunately, I'm off to work. Have fun, guys. Thank you, Kenna. Have fun at work. Please. Anyway, we got a commercial break, so everybody just grab a snack or look at your phone like I'm doing. Another sip. I'll try. Okay. Succeed, please. I'm glad this 3D game day thing's working. Love the way they rise and fall through the floor. Yeah, they haven't really figured out object permanence, but that's okay. Really watching this in class. Hell yeah. Fire. All right. Bottom of the second, first pitch, fouled way off to the right. Let's keep the momentum going, Garrett. I need a strong start from you. The scream. Yeah, I think that's my roommate. I think she's watching the Yankees game in the other room. There's a ball outside. That's all right. It's all good. Sometimes a ball is the strategic move. I don't know if that's what he wanted there, but that's definitely not what he wanted. That pitch sailed on him. 2-1 count. Looks like his fastball has a little more life than he can handle right now. Boo Yankees. That's right. That's right. Absolutely right. That's a perfect pitch right when I start shitting on his fastball command. That is like literally perfectly placed. 97 miles an hour, up and in, dotted. And suddenly there's 2 strikes on who's hitting right now. It's Jake Berger. We got Jake Berger at the dish, who, one of the most underrated hitters in the league, in my opinion. Was pretty much the only bright spot in the Marlins' whole season last year, him and Xavier Edwards. He just barrels the ball like a fuck ton. He just so consistently gets the barrel on the ball. For those who don't know what a barrel is, well, hold on, 2-strike pitch. Fouled off. For those who don't know what a barrel is, for a hit to be a barrel, I forget what the actual cutoffs are, but it has to be a certain exit velocity and a certain launch angle. Exit velocity meaning how fast the ball comes off the bat. Launch angle meaning like the angle compared to the horizontal that the ball takes off at. So barreling the ball means you're hitting it hard, you're hitting it in the air, but not straight up. And he just barrels the ball so much. He's a barrel factory. He was good for the White Sox, good for the Marlins, and I think he's going to be good for the Rangers. I'm an O's fan by location, a Red Sox by proxy of being a Thermod. Hell yeah. It's hard to be an Orioles fan and a Red Sox fan at the same time. I try. I mean, the Red Sox take priority. That is a perfect pitch. Again, called a ball. This ump has been paid off, dude. Missed 2 calls for both sides. Not for both sides, like 2 calls on each end, all in favor of the Rangers. And he's to lock in. Full count, and there's a walk. Shouldn't have been. Strike 3 was called ball 3. Nothing you can do about it. What do you think of the Detroit Tigers? Fun team. They had such a great run last year, and they did technically get better. So a lot of people think they're going to be good again this year. I think they might regress. I would love for them to be good again this year. I just think that last year might have been a little bit of a fluke. I think they need a little more time to develop, and I think they need a stronger position player core. And I don't love their starting rotation. I mean, they're the Tiger. Their bullpen's elite. But their starting rotation isn't. Trick School's a dog, though. Well, yeah, well, he is a dog. But they're like 3 through 5 is a little... I don't know. Reese Olson's good. Casey Mize is back. Maybe not. They got Flaherty. It is the offense. It is the offense for the Tigers. And it will be for a while. Their pitching is always going to be good. Red Sox fans, I can't name another team. There you go. That'll do. Oh, that is fly the other way. Is that going to get out? Off the wall. Shit. Okay. That is a double. And the Rangers have runners at second and third with nobody out. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's really the thing to do with Crochet's fastball. You got to take the other way because that thing goes. All right. Crochet immediately in a jam. He's going to be tested here, but he's gotten out of these situations before. What stadium is this? They're in the Ranger Stadium, so they're in Globe Life in Arlington, Texas. Baseball is the funnest game to watch live because there's good food. You don't have to be quiet. It doesn't take too long. Yeah, it's a casual, fun thing to do with friends. Because it's kind of hard to like hang out and chat if you're at like a basketball game or a hockey game because it's loud. There's action, action, action. But like with baseball, the downtime makes it a fun thing to do with friends. You can just chat. And then stuff happens, and then in between innings, chat. Anyway, Zinnerberger says nothing but bring me pain. Yeah. I miss him dearly. It makes it a little better that he's having some trouble right now. Oh, it's first and second, not second and third. So they didn't... Oh, there's another hit up the middle. That's probably going to score a run. Yep. All right. Rangers draw first blood. So I guess the guy at first did not get a good read on that ball off the wall and did not advance. All right. Well, we still got first and second, no outs. Garrett's having trouble missing some bats right now. And that's okay. I'm still pissed because that walk shouldn't have happened. That leadoff walk should have been a strikeout. Just saying. But yeah. I don't know what we were talking about. I got kind of distracted by the tragedy of the Rangers scoring a run. That's in the zone. There we go. Bounce back. Just one run. It's no big deal. Strike 2. Okay, ignore that thing you said about having trouble missing bats. He's just getting hit hard. This is kind of how high strikeout guys operate. Most pitchers in the league who are high strikeout get hit really hard. Because all the spin they put on the ball to miss bats is like, if you connect, it's going to fly. That's what makes Paul Skeens so special. Is he's one of the few pitchers in the league who is a high strikeout guy, but also induces weak contact. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. All right. Strikeout here would feed families. Strikeout, double play. Let's get him, boy. That ball is blasted straight up. Jesus Christ. There's an infield pop-up to Bregman. Just as good. Just as good as a strikeout. Gets the job done. One down. That's inducing weak contact. I know it didn't look weak because that ball went really high, but that's good. That's the sign of a good fastball. How long are baseball games typically? They used to be like 3 hours and change. But now there's a pitch clock. They're usually around 2.5. So it'll end up being like the length of a typical stream, probably. Oh, attempted bunt. Uh-oh. Is Connor Wong hurt? Okay, attempted bunt went off of Connor's hand, I guess? Are you fucking kidding? Do we already have an injury less than 2 innings into the season? Okay, hold on. Let me get the replay. He bunts it. Yeah. I think it was actually his knee. Yeah. It was the inside of his right knee. All right. He looks okay, though. Okay. We're good. He'll probably be fine. Maybe. Remember going to Orioles games as a kid and loving it in the beginning and being exhausted by the innings for so long? Yeah. Baseball games and like young children are just not compatible because they are long. All right, he's walking it off. He's staying in. We're good. False alarm. Get get a sip here. The guy who drove in a run was named Kevin Pillar. Isn't that just Kevin Millar with a mustache? Yeah. Yeah. I didn't realize Pillar was on the Rangers. Who's batting right now? Is this Smith? Oh, it's Smith. Who the fuck? Oh, they have Corey Seager DHing. And this guy's their shortstop. Who the hell are you, Smith? I don't even know your first name. Any Rangers fans in here want to illuminate me on who this shortstop with the last name Smith is? Never seen this dude in my life. 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. Finally, the ump can see. That ball is on the black. A perfect pitch. And there are 2 away. So far, he's responding really well to having runners on at the start of an inning. That was surgical. Absolutely dotted. Whiskey Obtained, time to join the merriment. Happy to have you. What are you watching the game through? I have an MLB TV subscription. It's expensive, but baseball is like my favorite thing in the entire world, so I'm willing to pay the price. But yeah, I do MLB TV. And then when games are blacked out for regional restrictions, I pirate them and use a VPN. But you didn't hear that from me. How much is it? It's like... What do the numbers end up being? It's like... At least when I bought it, I don't know if they've raised it. It's like $20-some a month. Which for a subscription service is like a little pricey, but for like a TV one, I guess isn't that bad. It's bad, but I'm willing to pay it. Better than Fubo, dude. Holy fuck. Fubo is like $140 a month. Fubo crazy. It's $30 a month or $150 a year. Yeah. That is correct. There's a great call. There we go. Ump's waking up. It's opening day for him too. You'll get into the swing of things. I'll be a little more patient until another bad call happens, and then I'll be pissed. All right, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Marcus Semien. Wines kicks, delivers. Grounded up the middle. Ooh, straight to Christian Campbell, but he handles it. Guns him out at first. Way to stay calm. Christian bobbled it a little bit. It's his first game. Definitely some nerves, but he recovered well. And that'll end the second. So Rangers do score, but Crochet does a great job working around first 3 men in the inning reaching. And we love playing from behind. These Sox are gritty. It's me hitting the Woody. You couldn't see it, though. Anyway. Yeah, I heard of the new Tomodachi Life thing. Maybe I'll finally play the first Tomodachi Life now that it's in the algorithm. So if I can figure out how to emulate that within the next like 24 hours, we're gonna play that tomorrow on stream. But no promises, because I have to actually figure out how to emulate it first. Okay. It's like people have been asking me to play Tomodachi Life since I made my channel like 4.5 years ago. How's your binder? Binder's good. And Rhythm Heaven. And Rhythm Heaven. That's right. Yeah, I can just see, like, from what I've seen of what Tomodachi Life is, I could just see it being so conducive to, like, a fun YouTube series. Because that's, like, what's fun about, like, watching stuff on YouTube is, like, getting invested. And that game, yeah, I don't know anything about it. But the clips I've seen of it, I've seen, like, 2 things on TikTok, and it just looks like a soap opera. So, I think it'll be really fun. Tomodachi Life is really hard to emulate. Good luck. Well, figure it out. Then odds are we won't be playing it tomorrow, but I'll try. What's your opinion on the Jays? I mean, they're division rivals, so naturally I rarely end up rooting for them. But like, if they were in the playoffs, I feel so neutral. If they're in the playoffs and the Red Sox aren't playing them, go crazy. Like, they're like, the Blue Jays are like my 19th favorite team of 30. Is how I would. That's my guess. So yeah, if they're in the playoffs, I'd root for them. I'm low key, not low key. I'm high key. Preying on their downfall this year. I, 'cause, 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 ' Because if they suck, Vlad Guerrero Jr. is not going to want to come back, and then the Red Sox can sign him. That's my thought process. Oh, that ball's ripped in between the first and second baseman, and Wilyer Abreu has the first Red Sox hit of the season. That's a good piece, Wilyer. Way to go, man. Using so many trade proposals this offseason. And I'm guilty of that too. I would have been happy to ship him for Crochet, but I'm happy he's still here. All right. Connor Wong steps up to the dish. One of the weaker, I'd say probably the weakest bat in the lineup, but he's got pop for a catcher. And he's like, I think he's sneaky, like one of the fastest catchers in the league. That's a strike called a ball. That's the first call in favor of the Red Sox. First wrong call in favor of the Red Sox, I should say. God, this shirt is weird. I should watch the game like a little slip back so you can see the duck. And you can't hear me. I'm not realizing I'm doing this. I made this big song and dance. I'm doing like a crop top stream, and you can't even see any of it because of how my camera's cropped. It's fine. It's fine. All right. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on first. Just can't do a double play here. We need to get some momentum with the runner on base. We can't let him keep facing the minimum. We want to dip into that Rangers bullpen as soon as possible because that is their biggest weakness. At least it's projected to be and will be because I know everything. They just don't really have like any dudes in that bullpen right now. The star of their pen last year was Kirby Yates, and he's a Dodger now. So, oh, there's a grab off the middle, base hit. Williers gonna go to third, and we got runners in the corners with no out. There we go. A little noise from the bottom of the lineup. All the guys I said not to watch are the ones who are pulling through so far. To be fair, that wasn't a very good hit. It was a ground ball that absolutely could have been a double play. It was just hit into a good spot. Stomach cam, belly button cam. All right, DVNR, cool it. Yeah, seriously. Oh, I should be like one of those streamers who has like a butthole cam. I saw one of those. My friend found it and showed it to me. It was this like person streaming like Elden Ring on Twitch. And it was like, okay, so imagine the screen is like the size of my webcam. So you have like this, or you have like this. Like just where my hand is like a face cam. And then this is the game. And then this is a camera positioned like under the chair pointed upward. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Are we serious? I'm not doing that, by the way. I know, I succumb to peer pressure easily, and I agreed to the crop top idea, but that's where you lose me. It's heinous. Yeah, it was. She wasn't even that good at Elden Ring, either. That was the most heinous part. Can you do a green screen ass stream? Absolutely not. I'll do a green screen stream where I stream with a green screen behind me. I do that all the time. All right, 0-2 count to Cedar Rafaela. Look at that! He didn't swing on a fastball up and outside the zone. That shows growth. I will say, he had a phenomenal spring. He walked more than he struck out. That's the big thing. I don't care. Like, he hit great, which is great and everything. But for Cedar, it's going to be about drawing walks and building up that plate discipline. And he had a great spring. See, got a piece of it. We're trying to minimize the swing and miss here with Cedar Rafaela. Should be a butt crack joke. If you're going to spread your cheeks, at least be cracked at Elden Ring. Oh, silly. Just want a dog cam so bad. Well, that's not going to work because I don't want to show my feet on stream. And if you mean my real life dog, he is dead. I guess I actually haven't said this on the channel. Remember how for years I talked about how old my Spaniel was? And every time I'd show him on stream, I'd be like, oh, he's so old. We knew it was coming. This past summer. So it's been almost a year at this point. Taff, yeah. It's fine. It was peaceful. It was time. He like tore his ACL trying to chase a bird and was like almost 15. And they were like, I think it's time. We were like, yeah, that's fair. You're probably right. Hope he's resting easy. I trust that he is. He passed surrounded by his loved ones in some nice green grass. How old was he? He was about to turn 15. And the life expectancy for his breed is like 12. So, great life. And he was healthy for that 13 and 14 those 13th and 14th years. So he was a hardy one. We love Taff here. Our breeders use a Welsh Springer Spaniel. Sweet baby. All right, I went on that whole tangent. Satan Rafaela has not struck out yet. This is a very welcome surprise. That being said, it is still 1-2. All right, he puts it on the ground. That'll probably be a double play. No, he beats it out. That's an RBI. It's not a hit. It's a fielder's choice, but we got a tie ball game here. That's 1-1, baby. First run of the Sox season. First of many. First of the most ever. Imagine that. Imagine it. Way to go, man. That's good, because it's like he didn't get a hit. That's fine. Right there, like with runners in the corners and no outs, you just got to put the ball in play. And he struck out a lot last season. So the fact that he was able to do that is a big deal. All right. Second run through the lineup. Back to the top. Jarren Duran. Takes a ball inside. Four-seamer. 94 miles an hour. Crowding him a little bit. And it's 1-0. Now we got a runner on first and 1 out. So very much in double play trouble. I wonder if they're going to have Sadon steal, because he's pretty quick. Ooh, chased a little bit there. Maybe a little bit too aggressive. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's Eovaldi's bread and butter. His splitter is gross. I think my dog dad's going to fuck me up so bad. It does for a bit, but it'll be okay. Dog passed 2 years ago, and it's hard, but it's getting better. Yeah, it passes. Oh, there we go. Absolute laser. Right at somebody. That's bad luck. It's a great hit. Just hit it to the worst spot. All right, 2 down, 1 on. That's the kind of out I want to see. That means you're seeing the ball well. You're putting good wood on it. Opening day of what? I'm going to give you 1 guess. I'm going to give you 1 guess. All right. 1-1. Top of the third. 2 outs. Runner on first. Here comes Rafi Devers. Kind of an unceremonious strikeout his first time up. I want to see an absolute nuke here. So does he. That was a daddy hack. Just under it. That fastball was dotted, so I'm over it. Is that cutter? It was like 89 miles an hour, so it might have not been like a four-seamer. Because his four-seamers are usually like 90, low to mid-90s. All right, 0-1. That's in the zone called a ball. Okay, it's equalizing now. The bad calls are equalizing. I'm over it. That was a strike. Just got here. Was that ump just swallowed up by the ground? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't know why you're freaking out so much. Ooh, damn. Chased the ball way out of the zone. Curveball at his feet. All right, two strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. I'm really curious to see what kind of season Rafi has if he's going to be the full-time DH. I wonder what that's going to do for his rhythm to not go out into the field. Because he's been a third baseman his whole career. It's a good take. Way to go, Rafi. Let's get you seeing some more pitches. How many pitches is Eovaldi at? 44. Okay, that's like basically how much Crochet is at. And Eovaldi has like an extra inning under his belt. So, still getting out-dueled a little bit. But that's okay. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. A little low. It's a good take. And the count is full. This is what I want to see out of Rafi this year. Finding his. He chased a lot last year, especially in the second half. He has led the team in RBIs for 5 straight seasons. I'm not surprised. There's some pretty smelly Red Sox teams in that span. Full count, 2 outs, swing and a miss. It's a great pitch. Gotta just tip your cap there. All right. Middle of the third, 1-1. We tied it up there. Good inning. Let's keep this momentum going, and let's get some more dominance on the mound for Garrett. Let me check where my bottle's at. We're not quite halfway. Let me... There we go. All right, now we're at 7. Go ahead and even it off. Let's see. Shots taken 7. Okay. I'm going to be slurring my speech throughout. And a lot of you are going to be inclined to say it's because of the alcohol. But I encourage you to watch any live stream from the past 2 months. This is just a problem I've been having. For the last like 2 months of my life. I've been like having a lot of trouble saying words. I've been slurring my speech a lot more than usual. I'm going to go to my neurologist once I'm done with school. Because it's kind of since that most recent migraine, I've been having problems with brain fog and slurred speech. So I'm gonna go to my neurologist and we're gonna figure out what's going on there. Maybe some brain damage. Who's to say, really? Are you graduating? If I pass all my classes, this is my last semester. So if all goes according to plan, mid-May this year I'll be done with my college career. Therm brain tumor, dude. Imagine. A little brain damage as a treat. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I just got pass. Which, easier said than done. I just got a 60 on one of my music exams. Which I expected because that professor is just like such an insane grader out of nowhere. Little brain damage builds character. It's fine. Thank you. That's all the Danganron put. That's actually a great shout. Could easily be it. You have 26 Discord pings. Holy flip. Shit's bumping. And 2 text messages. All right. We're back. 0-2. I missed a pitch. It's fine. We're yapping. I'll go crazy. I don't care. I'm just commenting on my surroundings. All right, 0-2 pitch. It's a ball outside. It's an all right take. It's not great, but who cares? Okay, it's time. It's time. I know I feel bad because the whole promise was a crop top stream that you couldn't even see, and I'm already taking it off. But this shit is actually cutting off my circulation to my arms. I feel like you'll be able to understand when you imagine that I'm wearing a shirt for 4-year-old children. Strike 3, there we go. Here's that devious slider he's got in his back pocket. Fuck. Uh-oh. How did I get this off the first time? All right, timeout. There we go. All right, we're good. I can breathe. Holy shit, there are like black lines around my arms. God damn. Goodbye, Ducky Binder Thermos. Yeah, it was real. Black. It's hyperbole, people. Uh-oh, that ball's barreled. But right at Sadon. For out number 2. There we go. Yeah, they're not black. They're purple. I'm just being silly. I was just trying to call attention to how dark they were. They're very dark. they're like a faded purple. Okay. Headphones and glasses going back on. Now my jersey's buttoned up. Now I've got the classic Red Sox look. Go Sox. Signed by Trevor Story. Already showed y'all, but I'm doing it again. Because it means so much to me. 1 ball and a strike to Adolis Garcia with 2 outs. This is the kind of inning that Crochet needs. We need to get this guy. We need a 1-2-3 inning because he's already at 57 pitches. He's probably realistically not going to throw him any more than 90. If that. So, we got to try and get him through 5. If possible. Where's Therm on the drunk meter? Therm is pretty drunk. Therm's eye tracking is bad. Because Therm has had 7 shots worth of vodka. So there you go. I don't have a meter, but if you want to send me one, I can fill that out for you. Talking in third person level tipsy. Bitch. I've been doing that sober. Ground ball right to Christian Campbell. There we go. That's the inning that Garrett Crochet needed. That's big. Because once you tie it up, the worst thing you can do is immediately lose that momentum. So now the Sox have the momentum. We flipped the script. It's a tie ball game through 3, but Sox were the last to score, and Garrett seems to be settling in. He had that the walk and then a couple hits, but since then he's been dialed in. Cool, Trevor Story. Yeah, every at bat is just one batter closer to Trevor Story. Oh, ads. Whoops. Is the little therm above you also drinking? Hold on. Let's give him some water. There we go. There we go. That's for you, Boo Thang. I'm speaking to the little therm, by the way. None of you would ever be Boo Thang to me. I'm out of your league. Okay. Back to the well. Live a confident king, I guess. Chop off the I guess. Be more confident in yourself. You too can be a confident king. Okay. Maybe I should take the time during these commercial breaks to research how I could possibly play Tomodachi Life. Because I don't want to emulate it, because I know there are going to be some features that are like exclusive to actually having a physical 3DS. But it's like, not only do I not know how to capture a 3DS, I don't have one. So it's like, I don't have the 3DS, I don't have the copy of the game, and I don't know how to capture it. So, I don't know. I'm going to have to look into it, because I've been wanting to play for a while, and this is like the perfect opportunity. There's no real features locked behind it. Okay, then I'll just figure it out. 3DS capture hardware is hard to come by. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't discuss emulating video games on a live stream. Cut that off here. All right, Alex Bregman, second at bat. Let's see some loud contact here. Here's a strike on the outside edge. That's all right. It's a good take. Wasn't yours. Wasn't what you were looking for, I assume. All right. Let's keep this offensive momentum going now that we know that Nate is vincible. It's a great take. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's really what we need to do. I'm jabbering about loud contact and scoring runs, but just working the count would be so huge. Dipping into that weak bullpen as soon as we can. How many pitches is he at? 48. Ooh, that ball's hit pretty hard. Oh, it'll stay in, though. Close. Fly out to the warning track. That's all right. That's good wood, Alex. I like it. Send a message. I'm all over you. Just a little off. Guy from Fortnite. Let's one. One again. Wait on. All right. Just trying to have a little fun here. I don't know what just happened in the Yankees game, but I can hear some distraught yelling going on. Ooh, that's a great pitch. That's a good take, too. I like it. I like everything that's happened. Tristan Casas steps up to the dish. Hoping for a big year from him this year. Invincible mention. I need to watch. Well, that's the thing. I want to watch it because I have so many friends who've watched it, and I know it's good. I know it's fantastic. My friends love it. I love animated shit. I love that kind of thing. I'm just not like... This is going to sound... It's going to sound so fucking pathetic. Given, like... Yeah. I'm a wee baby. I can handle the violence invincible. That's where I'm at. And I know it gets so much worse. It's just like cartoon violence. But even that, I'm just not... I'm pretty squeamish about gore. Unfortunately. Even though it's like in a cartoony style and animated and not real. I'm just like, I'm a little squeamish about that kind of thing. So I haven't watched it yet. I'm not planning to. And I recognize that I'm weak and history will forget me. And that's okay. That's fine. But, yeah. All right, Trevor. Here we go. I forgot to mention Casas grounded out to the right side, but that's fine. I want to see a long at bat, Trevor. There we go. Ball 1. Good start. Let's go. Let's get this guy to throw some pitches. He's only at 53 pitches. about to finish the 4th. That won't do. That simply won't do. All right, 1-0 pitch. Good take. Curveball in the dirt. He chases those a lot. He almost did. He checked at it. There you go, Trev. 2-0. Got a cute little dugout shot of all the Sox fraternizing. All right. 2 balls, no strikes. Wines kicks, delivers. Perfect pitch. Fastball. On the black outside. 2-1 count. That's all right. Way to watch one. 2-0 wasn't yours. I like it. It's a good take. Two-one pitch. Fastball way inside, and Trevor somehow still takes a cut at it. Can't really justify that one, but... I mean, I can. His fastball has a ton of tail on it, so I get why it happened. It's just a shame. It's just a shame that it happened. When does the season end? In, like, October. Well, if you make the playoffs, it ends anywhere between October and November, but otherwise it actually ends, like, at the end of September. For teams that don't make the playoffs. All right. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Absolutely perfect pitch. God damn. Dotted on the outside corner. It's all right, Trev. At least he's not hurt yet. It's all good. All right, we got a tie ball game going to the bottom of the 4th. Nate is absolutely dealing. He scares me. I'm so sad. I have this, I spent all this time, I have this custom, I made it, of course it's custom. I made this little animated overlay that I have for if the Red Sox hit a home run. I might not even get a chance to whip that out if they don't go yard. At least I'll just have it on deck for if we ever do any more baseball viewing streams. If they make the playoffs, I will be back. Shows at the end? No, I only want to use it if it's a genuine happenstance. Because otherwise it'll lose all its impact. It's for home runs. It's for Red Sox home runs. My floor is going to be all sticky. My bottle's leaking. Gatorade never figured this out. They came out with the first one of these like legit years ago. And my problem was always that like the cap and the actual bottle don't really connect great, and it would always spill. Like a bunch of liquid would like come out from the sides when you try to drink out of it. And I was like, maybe they'll figure it out on the newer ones. It's been like 10 years. And I got the newest one the other day. Same problem. There's just like liquid pouring out of the sides. And it just leaks at all times. It's so frustrating. It's because the cap never goes on straight, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's awful. So my floor and my shirt are going to be all sticky. No show us at the end. Believe we will see it today. Sox homer guaranteed. Yeah, it's happening. That's true. I should have made my pick to click. Who's going to be my... All right. I'm going to go ahead and call right now who's going to hit the first Sox homer of the season. I'm going to say... I'm going to say Cedon Rafael. I'm going to get cute. I think Cedon's going hard in his next at-bat. There's a ground ball to Story. Fields it. Throws a perfect strike to first. Watching Trevor Story play shortstop defenses. I know that's a routine play, but just everything he does. I sound crazy. I shit on y'all so much about parasocialism, and I'm absolutely there with Trevor's Story. Everything he does has such grace. Beauty. Y'all should have seen the face my mom and I gave each other when they came over the intercom at Red Sox Fenway Fest to say that Trevor's Story was in my autograph room. Dog. Absolute bewilderment. Ugh. Love that man. Is Trevor's Story your bias? I guess. Is that like a K-pop thing? I think I remember y'all talking about that with K-pop. It's a great pitch. 0-2 count. Garrett settling in here. Triz versus Story. Love it. Love it. It's a weak ground ball to Christian Campbell. Fields it. Throws a strike to first. Not really. It was a little low, but we're good. 2 outs just like that. This is what Garrett Crochet needs. This is the thing. He hasn't had very many strikeouts tonight, and he's a big strikeout guy. So that's a little surprising. But coaxing weak contact, we need him to get deep in the game, man. So I'm totally fine with this. I know it's not flashy that he's not striking really any. He only has 3 strikeouts. But I don't mind. I don't mind him going deep and just pitching hella innings. It's someone's favorite in a K-pop group, I think. Oh yeah. Sports fans are so similar to K-pop stans. I adore it. It truly is the same. Like it drives me crazy how no one can see those parallels. Especially this. It's more on the sports fans who be like, it's just old dudes who are like, I don't understand this whole K-pop thing. It's the same way, dude. You would donate your left testicle to keep Baker Mayfield healthy. Like, I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I've talked to so many people in my life who would like donate like a tendon in their arm to Joe Burrow. Like, it's absolutely the same thing. They both collect cards. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. I didn't realize there were trading cards for K-pop. That's cute. I like that. It's cool. I like anything that has trading cards. I mean, I don't know if people actually trade them, but you know. It's a ball inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Kevin Pillar. 1 for 1 with a single up the middle. You people scare me. You're the same person. There's another single up the middle. I remember your username. This is crazy. You just unlocked something in the vault. You are the exact same person who last time I talked about this, about K-pop fans and baseball fans being the same. You're the same person who was against that the first time. You sent all these messages about like, no, they're not. K-pop people are crazy. And it's like, bro, so are sports fans. Everyone's insane. Steel Trap. You can't get away from me. Y'all remember that guy who came into one of my Breath of the Wild streams? I remembered his profile picture. Remember that he was an asshole and called him out. I've got y'all locked and loaded. It's harder now that I'm not on YouTube anymore because I used to only know people from profile pictures, but you can't escape my brain's grasp. I can see you. High fastball driven. Uh-oh. 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 All right, that's going to bring another run home. That ball was drilled. That's an RBI double with 2 outs. This is not what you want to see. A 2-out rally is like the most deflating thing for the defensive team. All right, Rangers take the lead. Kyle Higashioka. I forgot he was on the Rangers this year. He was on the Padres last year. Yeah, he absolutely torched that thing. This is what Garrett Crochet is going to do. He's going to give up loud contact. I'm a little concerned by the low strikeout numbers, but it's okay. That hit him? Oh, it hit the knob of his bat. That's crazy. That pitch went right at him, but it hit. Oh, look at him sinking into the ground. All right. Bounce back, Garrett. We got to strand this guy at second. Go score some runs. It's Josh Smith. I do not know who this man is. I'm going to be honest. I like vaguely recognize him, so we definitely played a little last year, but not familiar with Josh Smith. All right, Garrett. 0-2. 2 strikes, 2 outs. There we go. Got him with the cutter. So he gives up another run, but that's okay. That is just fine. We move. I'm a little worried because Nate's absolutely dealing. Josh Smith needs a stage name. There's too many Josh Smiths. Yeah, we need to change that name. You need to like marry like a dude with a really cool last name and just snag his. And then you could be like Josh Obsidian. Just sounds like a porn star. All right. Just about halfway through the game. That's the end of the 4th. Josh Devin. That's worse, I think, than Josh Smith. Josh Flinton Steele. That's why I keep y'all around. We're going to work on the I grabbed the banana because I knew I'd get hungry like halfway through the game, and I was right. Mary Jake Burger. There we go. Let's get some team cest in this bitch. I hate terms like that. People say that about like when people from the same like dorm hall in freshman year, when like 2 kids from my hall would start dating, or would be like, oh my god, dorm cest. I'm like, what? What the fuck? What's like weird about, they're not related. They just live in the same building. I don't understand it. There's so many people who are like, 2 people start dating, they're like, oh my god, dorm cest. And it's like, what are you fucking talking about? Stupid. Anyway. Never heard that term. I think you just go to a weird college. This is y'all's problem. Just because you specifically, exclusively have not heard of something. I've gone on this rant so many times. Just because you specifically have not heard of something doesn't mean I'm insane. This is the Apple Day shit all over again. I will absolutely go in. Okay, damn. I'm not slowing down. I don't care. I see the white flag and I'm charging anyway. We've talked about this before. I understand you haven't experienced this thing, but that doesn't mean it's not real. Just remember, I don't remember this rant. It was at the end of my Danganronpa Chapter 2 video, if you want to tune in. Because I mentioned a children's book I read that no one else had heard of. And everyone was like, are you okay? Yes. I just read a book you didn't own. I'm sorry. You should be. Yeah, I won. I got you. Okay, I'm going to stop chewing my banana because the game started again. 2 balls and 1 strike to Christian Campbell. This is actually who I'm most invested in. As much as I love Trevor's story, would love to see Christian Campbell kind of get his feet under him in his first big league start. A lot of times players try to do too much in their debut, and they get really aggressive. So I want to see him be patient and make good swing decisions. And if he doesn't actually get any hits, I just want to see him swing at the right pitches. Like, that was a strike, he fouled it off. That's good. He's only 22, so I'm willing to be patient. Ooh, that ball was really inside. I'm honestly surprised he even hit that in fair territory. That's kind of crazy. All right, well, you know, he put it in play. Good job, Christian. That's actually insane that he even hit that ball. That would like almost hit him. All right, well, we good. All right. Will, you're up once again. Singled to right field, his first at bat. Fouled it back. And it's already 0-2. God, I didn't pencil in Eovaldi as being this dominant on opening day. I was excited to hear that DeGrom wasn't pitching. But that honestly might be preferable because this dude's absolutely dicing us up. I was saying to my friend, I love when Therm goes off on chat, and he immediately said, I love when he calls you ever saying slurs in chat. It was one time and it was an accident. Misspelling a flagging in the Dress to Impress stream. Oh, that's right. I forgot that even happened. Completely forgot. All right, Willier. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Come on, fella. Let's make some noise here. I want to see a home run. There you go. Got a piece. Stays alive. Way to put some wood on that because that was like a perfect pitch. Okay. If chat's so scared of weird shit, what's everyone's opinion on peanut butter and hot dogs? I haven't you know, I've always been inclined to be open and understanding about weird food combos. Because I think everyone who isn't is pathetic. I haven't tried it, but I could legit see it being good. Peanut butter and savory stuff do go really well together a lot of times. People put peanut butter on burgers. Exactly. I believe it. Oh, that ball's absolutely fucking blasted! Willier goes deep for the first home run of the Sox season, and now I can throw on my overlay. Let's go, baby! I made it last night in Premiere Pro. There you go, kid. Very nice. We got our dinger. That ball was torched. That was hit so hard I thought it was going foul, and it wasn't even close. That's how you know it was blasted. Holy shit. Wow. I just heard a couple farts come through. I don't know if they actually went through the stream because I didn't have a lot of time to set up everything about this capture. But yeah, I think we had a couple farts not come through. I apologize. I heard them. They did? Okay, cool. It did not. All right, so I'm getting some conflicting information. It did. It was quiet. It did not. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Honey on popcorn, trust. Yeah, that one's not that crazy. I believe it. Sweet and salty. That line drive right at the right fielder. It's good contact. I will say I heard online about dipping your Oreos in orange juice. Tried it. You got to try it. That one, that's what makes me so frustrated. That feels so milquetoast to me. Like, as far as weird food combos, that feels like so not that weird. Like Oreos and orange juice. Chocolate and orange already go great together. In terms of cream and orange, I mean, we got creamsicles. Ooh, Sadon Rafaela. Okay, no, he got under it. Sorry. Sorry. Cream and orange, creamsicle. But, like, everyone I've mentioned that to has freaked the fuck out. And I'm like, y'all are so close-minded and pathetic. I mentioned that in my lab, my physical chemistry lab on Monday. I was like, yo, we were talking about, like, their weird food preferences. And it was like, oh, okay, so this is a safe space. And I was like, have you ever tried, like, dipping an Oreo in orange juice? I got the worst reception of the night. All these people were like, oh, yeah, I put ketchup on my salad. People were like, yeah, it's not that weird. Someone else was like, oh, yeah, I like to pour some milk on my tuna when I eat tuna. And people were like, yeah, that's fine. And then I was like, have you ever dipped an Oreo in orange juice? And everyone's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I'm like, okay. All right. Sorry. Guess that's insane. It's the American version of dipping your cookie in tea. Yeah, right? Like, people dip cookies in milk all the time. But somehow orange juice is, like, crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds pretty bad. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. You're a fucking embarrassment. Because you haven't tried it. And I don't understand what you mean it sounds bad, because fundamentally, it's the most simple thing you could ever imagine. You're an embarrassment. That's a fact about you. I don't know if you know this. I'm totally fine being the first one to tell you that. I know I get called out for... I know it's ketchup. I know it's with an E and I say ketchup. I understand. I get it. You can keep calling me out on it, though. It's funny. I'm not actually offended. I'm a pansy, so I don't experiment with my foods. I like to experiment. I'm someone that eats Oreos dipped in pickle juice. I would try it. I'll try anything. That's a fact about me. I'm a picky eater, so a lot of people get annoyed with me because I'm picky about a lot of things because I have a sensitive gag reflex. There's a lot of things that trigger it. But I'm not closed-minded. I will literally try anything. Any food, any combo of anything, I will try. No matter what. I tried maggots in France, and they were not that bad. I'm going to be honest. Not that bad. Escargot, never going to seek them out because the textures is a horrific experience that I can't get past. Taste-wise, they just taste like garlic. Solid. Anyway. Strike 3. There you go, Care Bear. Way to go, boy. What were maggots like texture-wise? Kind of like quinoa is the best comparison I have. They're kind of like quinoa. It's one of those things where it's like they don't taste bad, but I'm not huge on the texture knowing they're maggots. But then I tried dried maggots, and that was just like chips. They were great. They were like dehydrated maggots that were like seasoned. It just tastes like the seasoning. It was awesome. Quinoa gross. Fuck you. Die. Quinoa's so unbelievably good. All right. Leadoff base knock. Not what you want to see. Wait, so it wasn't a strikeout? It looked like a strikeout the way they filmed it. Okay. I guess he didn't get a strikeout. They filmed it like they filmed strikeouts, so I guess the broadcast team also got mixed up. Well, whatever. Leadoff base knock. That's not great. Sorry for the misinformation. Quinoa should be spelled K-E-E-N-W-A. Yeah, I mean, I can get behind that. All right. Quick 2 strikes on Corey Seager. Corey Seager's a tough out, so anything would be good. I mean, he's 0 for 2 on the day, so why not keep these good vibes going? A fly out and a strikeout. How about another K? Show him, Gare Bear. Get him. All right. It's fouled straight back. Now I'm ahead again. This keeps happening. Let me pause for like a second. God, my reflex. It's so bad. That's ground to the right side. There's 1 out. And there's 2. Good play, fellas. Good pitch, Garrett. Coax the ground ball. Love it. Just like that, leadoff knock is erased. That's what you like to see. Very, very nice. Favorite baseball player of all time? I think Trevor Story. I do. Because it's... Let me give you the full timeline. All of life until like 2019, it was Dustin Pedroia, which is a very basic pick for like anybody who grew up watching the Red Sox in like the 2000s and like, or like more the 2010s. He didn't get called up until like 2000. What was it? 2008, 2007. I think he got called up in 2007 and then won the MVP in 2008, something like that. Anyway, It was Dustin Pedroia. And then ground ball to the third baseman. Gobbles it up. Bregman to Casas. Side retired. Tie ball game through 5. Starting from like 2019, it was Nathan Eovaldi. I don't know what it is about him. I just always really liked him. He's an absolute dog in the playoffs in 2018. And then once they called up Bobby Dahlbeck in 2020, he became my favorite player. And then he sucked and I still loved him. I'm kind of cursed with favorite players because Dustin Pedroia was my favorite player, and then he had a career-ending injury while still like somewhat young. And then then Nate was my favorite player. That turned out okay. He just, signed with a different team free agency, so that didn't turn out that bad. Then Bobby Dahlbeck, who immediately fell off and is now on the White Sox, didn't even make the White Sox team. He's just not very good. And then Trevor Story, who can't stay on the field, got hurt over and over for like 3 years. But I don't care. My favorite is Andrew McCutchen. It's a good pick. I fuck with Kutch. What constitutes a favorite player? What about the phrase favorite player is the holdup for you? Where are you getting confused? I think it's pretty selfish, but what baseball player is your favorite? Am I missing something here? Maybe I'm missing something. It's fine. Take some more shots of vodka so I can understand. My favorite hockey guy requested a trade for my favorite team. I would ask who that is, but I just don't watch enough hockey. So, I don't really know like any players. Yeah, but why? I don't know. Why do you have a favorite character in a show? Why do you have a favorite member of a K-pop group? Why do you have a favorite color? Why do you have a favorite food? I don't know. It's just what your brain likes the most. That's just how favorites work. Your brain naturally latches onto someone and it's like, that's my favorite. That's how anything is. Just saying. There's some deep thoughts for Therm 8 shots deep. Therm thinks Trevor's handsome. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. He is absolutely conventionally handsome. Not even conventionally. To me, he's handsome. To any reasonable person, Trevor Story is handsome. He did lose me a little bit when they interviewed all the players, and they were like, what was your favorite TV show growing up? And he's like, I didn't watch TV growing up. And I was like, fuck, you're one of those. That's a shame. But it's fine. Jaron Duran, there we go. Stays alive. 0-2 count. I've been losing focus here a little bit. You sucked me in with that favorite player talk. Do not know what the song's from. 0-2 pitch. Just high. Great take. I knew the Red Sox would hit home run. I'm glad I got to show you all that stupid overlay I made last night. 1-2 pitch. Another great take. That's the pitch that Eovaldi gets a lot of strikeouts on. That back foot slider. I don't know if it's technically a slider or a curve. I actually don't know, but it's a breaking ball, and it keeps a lot of people swinging because it looks a lot like his fastball for a really long time. He tunnels it well. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Outside fastball. Worked it full. This is the kind of bats we need to see, man. We got to get Nate's pitch count up. I want to see that overlay again. All right, well, then you will. Somebody will just go yard. Just for you. Jonah is also taken. Oh, chased ball 4. That's a shame. It's a great pitch, to be fair. That splitter. Because at full count, you think he's going to throw a strike, and you think it's a fastball bottom half, and it is not. All right. That'll bring up Raffy. He's had a rough day. Couple strikeouts. Let's see you make some noise, Raffy. Get hot, boy. That's a strike. It's all right. It's a good pitch. 420 viewers. Yeah, this is crazy. I haven't had like over 400 viewers in a long time. 0-1 pitch. Fouled off. It's middle. He must have just been looking for something different. And he finds himself once again in an 0-2 hole. Come on. Come on, dog. Great take. Just high. Very nice. Oh my god, what the fuck was that? I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good take. Good take. I'm nervous. When you posted this, I genuinely thought you were doing backyard baseball. Oh, that's strike 3. Oh, they didn't call it. Okay. The umpiring has evened out here towards the end. That was definitely a strike. All right, full count. Come on, Raffy, please. Damn it, dude. Over 3 with 3 strikeouts on the day. It's not great. It's not great. All right, well, that brings up Alex Bregman. who could easily make some noise. He had some loud contact last at bat. Flew out, but it was deep. Swings at a strike a little bit inside. Fouls it off. 0-1. What are your thoughts on Devers originally refusing to move for Bregman? I just don't know where it came. Well, I know where it came from. A lot of people shat on Devers for like being, like not being willing to help the team and be flexible. He popped that straight up. That could have been one to drive. It's understandable because that was part of when he signed his like 11-year big ass extension with the Red Sox. They promised him that he would be the third baseman, and then not even like 2 or 3 years later, they were like, "Hey, what if we move you to DH?" And so naturally he was like, "No, you guys said I would be the third baseman." That's strike 3. God damn, Nathan. He's not a good defender. He's been bad defensively for years. But you know, he's been working hard and it's something that he takes pride in. So naturally he does want to be the third baseman. I am really glad that he's willing to take a DH role, at least for now. A lot of people are worried that the switch to DH will kind of screw up his rhythm. Because he's so used to like fielding in between, you know, for half of every game. So we'll see how that actually affects him. But so it's been 2 hours, dude. This is baseball, man. Time flies. It's been 1:40. Time flies when you're having fun. Also, wasn't what he said actually blown out of proportion? Yeah, like anything is in the media. He just said, like, no. They were like, what would be your response if they asked you to move to DH? And he was like, no. They told me I would be a third baseman. Which is, like, fair. Naturally. So, yeah. I think it's a non-story that people freaked out about, like, way too much. What is my bottle at? Hold on. Okay. I've had like another eighth of the bottle. I'm slowing down here. Sort of to 8. Still in single digits, but we're climbing. Makes sense to want what you're contractually promised. Yeah. Seriously. So the Americans call it a nothing burger. It's just everything in media where it's just like, yeah, this is absolutely nothing. There was like no importance to any of this, but everybody freaked out because they wanted to have a story. Ooh, they're bringing in Garrett Whitlock. Interesting. So they did pull Crochet after 5. So his night is done. I thought they'd let him run a little longer. I mean, how many pitches did he throw? 88. I suppose that's, yeah. I think that makes sense. All right, I'm eager to see Garrett Whitlock. He didn't get a lot of spring training outings. He was out pretty much all of last year with injury. A lot of the year before then. Garrett Whitlock's had an interesting story. He was an elite reliever in 2021. And they tried to make him a starter. Wasn't really working. He kept getting hurt. So this year, they've transitioned him back to being a reliever. And we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, he has less injury problems. He hasn't really been pitching much the last couple of years because of injury, but I trust. Hey, I mean, he got Adolis to fly out, so. There's one down. I would love to see Christian Campbell get a hit. I want to see that first career knock. His eyes are so close together. All right, ball one. To Jake Berger. It's been the bottom of the order for both teams that's been getting it done. Kevin Pillar, the Rangers 7 hitter, has been kind of a... He and Kyle Higashioka have been a thorn in the Sox side. And then Wilyer Abreu has done just about all the damage for the Sox. So it's been the 7 hitters. It's been a tale of 2 7 hitters this game. The graphics for this thing are like the 20 kid bedroom design TikTok. There's another fly out to center field. There we go. Good stuff, Garrett. That's a great... I forgot about this video. This shit with all the like the wooden dowels or like the wood and the like screws. All right. That's 2 down. That brings up, I don't even know. Josh Young, does that say? Yeah, Josh Young. It's a ball low, called a strike. So another gift from the umps. Now it's wrapped all the way around. I think the Red Sox are benefiting from the umpiring. At first it was all Rangers, but there have been a lot of calls in a row in the Red Sox favor. The base hit up the middle, 2 outs. The hits with 2 outs has been the problem so far this game. Just having a tough time getting that 3rd out. Got to make sure we strain that guy. We can't let them get another 2-out rally going because, again, we've got the momentum. We got to keep it eco-friendly wood veneers. Yeah, that's right. We have the people coming out of thin air, and now all we need is the random lion for size comparison. I forgot about this video, dude. All right. Here's Kevin Pillar again. 2 for 2 with 2 singles up the middle. Can he be stopped? All right. He missed his spot there, but it was a strike. That's kind of a happy accident. Catcher was setting up inside. He yanked it a little bit, but no worries. No balls, 1 strike. Runner on first, 2 outs. Garrett Whitlock, the pitch. A touch low. It's a good take. One ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Perfect pitch. Dotted outside, 96 miles an hour. And we got 2 strikes, 2 outs. Got to put them away here. Can't let them get another 2-out rally going. One ball, 2 strikes. Sweeper outside. He was definitely aiming for a sweeper outside, but not that outside. I think he yanked it a bit more than he intended to. All right, come on, Gare Bear. Other Gare Bear. We got both Gare Bears back to back. I didn't even notice that. Fastball outside. Run the count full. Can they challenge pitches this season? No. That was, at least originally, that was just a spring training tester. They just wanted to see how it went. And I think it went pretty well. So I don't know if they're going to implement it or not. I also haven't decided if I want them to. Full count, 2 outs. Flies out to center field. There we go. Scoreless inning. Needed that. 3 left to play. Tie ball game. Forget who's coming up to bat, but I think it's what was it, Tristan? I think it's Tristan Casas. Yeah, I don't know. Because it makes sense, and I always complain about umpiring. This is one of the few things in the game that I think I am going to go traditional on. I don't like it. I don't like the automated balls and strikes. This is one of the few things. Usually I'm all about, like, let's change the game for the better. Like the pitch clock, I was like, I love it. This is a case I don't think it should be implemented. And it's not because it didn't work. It worked great. There were not very many delays of game. All the calls, the technology's accurate, stuff like that. It's just like, not only is the human element of baseball, it's like the same thing as AI art. Like the human element of sports is what I love about it. But the biggest thing is like framing is a huge part of catcher's skill level. There's so many players in the league right now who are in the league and are being signed by teams because of their ability to frame pitches. If people don't know about framing, a big job that the catcher has is maybe balls that are a little off the plate. You can catch it with a certain technique that makes it look like it was. And it's called framing. You're trying to kind of trick the umpire. And that's like a crucial skill for major league catchers. And it's so satisfying to watch. It's just like, I don't want to lose that. At all. Is framing still not important for preventing challenges, though? It's not. It becomes completely irrelevant. Because the batter doesn't see how the catcher receives the ball. So, like, the idea of the challenge system is it makes the umpire irrelevant. And the umpire is the only one who is actually experiencing the effects of framing. Because the catcher, regardless of if they're framing or not, the catcher knows where the pitch was. So the framing becomes completely irrelevant with the automated system. Completely. Because the computer doesn't care about framing. The computer just sees where the ball was when it crossed home plate. So I don't want the ABS system to be implemented because I think framing is so important. So that's where I'm at. All right. Nate's day is done. So a great day from him. But let's see if we can get to the Texas bullpen, which I think is a little bit weak. Tristan Casas 0-2, but he's fouled both off, so he's on it. All right, no balls, 2 strikes. There's a... Oh! There's a base hit up the middle, but Corey Seager made a phenomenal play. It looked like a base hit up the middle. It wasn't hit as hard as it looked. Damn. Yeah. That looked like a rope in the gap, but he got to it, made a great spinning throw, and Tristan Casas is like one of the slowest runners in the entire team, so... Yeah. Well, it's fine. It's all right. It's the website we're looking at. This is MLB.com's 3D game day feature. If you go to MLB.com and then go to game day for any given game, there should be a little 3D button you can hit to see this 3D rendered thing we got. All right, Trev, come on. Trevor Story, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, so lots of room for improvement. Remember, the worst kind of day you can have at the plate. Chased one outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Come on, Trev. He had a phenomenal spring, but he always does. Come on, fella. Red Sox with, I think, only 3 hits. Yeah, only 3 hits on the game. Chased one low. 1 ball, 2. He's a little aggressive. It's okay. It's okay. We love Trevor. Okay. Another 2 strike count for Trevor. Just don't strike out again, dog. Please. Don't strike out and don't hurt yourself. All right, he fouled it off. I feel like a nervous parent in the crowd. I'm just so scared he's going to hurt himself. Oh my God, of course. The second they have the camera on Trevor's Story, they have an advertisement for America's largest injury law firm. Fuck you. I can see right through you. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bounced it. There we go. Then, did you ever play sports? Yes. Not in high school, though. I didn't play at high school level or above. I just played like rec league sports all throughout my childhood and adolescence. Mainly just baseball and basketball, and then a few years of swim team, a little bit of tennis. But baseball and basketball I played from like ages 5 to like 13, 14. Okay, you put it in play. It's a foul ball, but so not in play. It looked like it was in play off the bat. That's fine. But yeah, mainly baseball and basketball. Basketball, I ended up paying longer for baseball because baseball, the rec leagues kind of dropped off after like Little League. And I didn't play in high school, so I kind of stopped after age 13. But then basketball, I played like throughout most of high school, so until I was like 16, 17. And I still play like for fun. Like I do IM sports a lot. I'm doing IM volleyball right now. I told you all about that. We had our first game, we won. Someone on my team taught me how to serve. And I was okay at it. And then I'm tall and coordinated enough to like be fine. So I can hold my own. There we go, drop, get down. Fuck, diving catch. All right. He put it in play, baby. It wasn't hard contact, but he put it in play. At least it wasn't a strikeout. So that's 2 down at the top of the 7th. When has the ever not served? You're learn how to serve cunt too. No, that was I was born with that. How tall are you? I'm 6'2". So I'm not like tall, but I'm like certainly taller than the average American. All right, here's Christian again. Christian Campbell. Let's see that first major league hit, huh? I'm locked into this at bat. Another great take. 2 balls, no strikes. I keep talking about first major league hit, but a walk is just as good. I joined rugby IM leagues when I got to college. That's fun. I did. I've just been doing like softball. I do both basketball. They have like a 3s tournament in the fall and a 5s tournament in the spring. I usually do both. And then I do softball. I do volleyball and sometimes dodgeball and spike ball. Never did flag football because I'm never much of a football guy. But my basketball IM career is over. It's done, and we won. We won the championship this year, finally. First championship in 5. So it's a perfect spot to end on. And now hopefully we win again in volleyball. Fingers crossed. We had a hell of a win last game. It was an overtime victory. I only scored 2 points. And usually like I'm more of like I play on the wing and I'm kind of a spot up shooter. So usually, okay, hold on. Christian Campbell. Another great take. Usually, like, the quality of my game is just how many points I scored because I'm kind of just like a spot-up shooter offense guy. But I played great defense in the championship, so I only scored 2 points. I didn't really shoot much. But, okay, Christian Campbell. Okay. I had, like, 4 steals. I had, like, 20 rebounds. And I got the game-winning block in overtime. So, I had a good game, and we won. It was very exciting. All right, 3 balls, 1 strike to Christian Campbell. Ball 4. There you go, fella. First walk of his major league career. Let's get our own 2-out rally going, huh? We've been pretty quiet with 2 outs. I think. I don't know. Maybe not. Every time someone says them in chat, my brain thinks they're saying therm. Yeah. New pronouns. Therm. That's me. Those are my pronouns. I'm a they therm. Oh, is that a balk? Yep, there we go. We got a balk. That means Christian Campbell advances to seconds. We got a runner in score position with 2 outs. For those who don't know what a balk is, it is an illegal motion by the pitcher. So the pitcher can't pitch before they've come completely set to try and catch the batter off guard. They also can't step off the mound unless they move their back foot first. And he kind of jolted his front foot before his back foot. So any kind of maneuver that's meant to try and trick the batter or the base runners means they get to automatically advance. So Christian Campbell's at second now with 2 outs. So a base hit probably scores him. My pronouns are they, but not therm, because I'll never be therm. That's right. I walked to first base before because the pitcher hit me with the ball. There you go. No shame in a hit by pitch. We got ice. All right, Willier. Willier's been the entire Sox offense. 2 for 2 with a single and a homer. And now he's got he's in position for another RBI here. He did go around on that, though. So we got 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just do it yourself, Willier. We're in the year of Willier. Forget the like Chinese New Year thing. This is the year of Willier. This is the Will year. Can't believe it took me that long to... Oh, Bach, like cock. Yeah, there you go. whatever kind of mnemonic helps, I guess. That was good because I couldn't bat for shit. Yeah, there you go. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouls it off. Stays alive. Pirates are winning. That makes me happy. God damn, they just played their replay of his home run. He absolutely obliterated that ball. Good God. Pouring out for the last of the poop score bug this year. I saw no more poop. It's so sad. All right, one ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. This is a big pitch. Fouls it off again. Again to fill y'all in. Most teams have a different like score bug for their broadcasts. And one of them has like the team's logo and then their score and then the other team's score and then the other team's logo. And the Phillies and the Pirates both have their logos just a P. So if it's 0-0, it just says poop. And so the poop game has been a big thing in baseball culture for a while, but they updated their score bug this year, so no more poop games. All right, there's a ball way outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nats are losing. Mackenzie Gore was nasty. There we go. As long as Mackenzie's having a good game, I'm happy. Because I really want to see him succeed this year. Mom found the poop game. Yeah. We're doing 3D modeling. No. Actually, technically, yes. Fouls another one off. Pesky. We had to for my... Oops, sorry. For my design and tech class in freshman year of high school. All the freshmen at my high school took a design and tech class in freshman year. And we had to learn Onshape. I forgot all of it. But we did some 3D stuff with Onshape. It's gone. So, pretty much no. Because it's all gone. Another good take, and he's run the count full. First base is open. That's smart. He might be willing to walk you. I would not expect to pitch in the zone here. Personally. How long did the duck shirt last before he couldn't breathe? Like an hour. Roughly. Maybe a little less. All right, come on, Willier. Full count, 2 outs. Runner on second. There you go. Ball 4. A great at-bat. He fouled off a lot of pitches. All right, that'll bring Connor Wong to the plate. 1 for 2 on the night with a single. I guess on the day, it's still not even 6. Looks like Bruce Bochy is making the move. He's so fucking old. The Rangers manager is so old. Watching him walk out to the pitcher's mound is actually such a hard watch. It takes him so long to get there, and they have the camera straight on his face, and he's like... He's like a million years old. I wish I could show y'all what this looks like right now. It's actually... He's going to dissolve into dust. All right. Rangers are making a picking... Oh, they're bringing Chris Martin. Holy fuck. Chris Martin's played for the Red Sox the last 2 years. I miss him so much. Let's get our revenge here. Let's make him regret leaving. Come on, fellas. He looks like he's going to blow away. He's so old, dude. Perfect time for an ad. Perfect time for an ad. Let me actually do it manually. There you go. Y'all just got a sneak peek at my ad screen. So you better feel grateful. Chris Martin, Coldplay mentioned. Oh, true. Yeah, it's actually the same one. Not many people know this. There he goes, limping off field. He is... Okay, time out. Let's Google. How old is Bruce Bochy? 69? All right. No offense to Bruce. He looks 87. That's actually crazy. He looks really, really old. He's 61. Okay. We've talked about this before. I think it was the hole digging stream, but I don't know what psychologically causes people to super confidently say just incorrect shit in Twitch chats. Like, I get it if people were like, I think he's blah. But it happens often people be like, oh, he's 61. No? Okay. Never mind. Yeah, he's 69, allegedly. I don't believe it. In my mind, he's in the high 80s. He's super old. I asked Alexa, and she gave me the wrong answer. Oh, I see. All right, here we go. First and second, 2 outs. Connor Wong versus Chris Martin. Chris Martin had an unreal season in 2023 with the Sox. Last year, he was still good, but he wasn't nearly as good as he was the year before. His big thing is that he has pinpoint command. He's pretty old, so he's not going to like blow you away. But he never leaves pitches in the middle of the zone. Ever. His like command is phenomenal. All right. Immediately, Connor Wong's in an 0-2 hole here. There you go. Good eye, boy. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Rangers have been having all the fun with the 2-out base knocks. Let's get some of our own. He's had 69 birthdays, but his birthday's on February 29th. So he's actually hundreds of years old. That makes more sense. See, that I would believe. There you go. Fouled off, stay alive. Good boy. I should not be saying good boy to a grown man. I apologize. That was short-sighted, and I'm sorry. The guy batting is pretty. Connor Wong. Yeah, he has killer eyebrows. Look up Connor Wong right now. Connor and then Wong. W-O-N-G. His eyebrows. Okay, well, he just struck out. But his eyebrows are like fierce. Anyway. All right, well, that'll end the top of the 7th. Still a tie ball game. The Red Sox bullpen isn't like great. So I'm a little worried about the idea of a close late game. But that's fine. It'll be fine. His freckles are cute. He's got a nice smile. Yeah, I like Connor Wong. He's cool. You should do Wig Wednesdays. What would that consist of, Babby Popcorn? Would you like to please illuminate the your peers? Wearing wigs? Okay. I'm alright, thank you. What are your thoughts about the Mookie Betts trade? I don't know, man. It's been like 5 years at this point, so same thoughts as everybody else. Shouldn't have happened. They fucked up. The return they got for the Mookie Betts trade did not end up being as good as people thought it would be. Jeter Downs was a bust. Connor Wong's fine, and Verdugo like showed flashes of potential, but just had a lot of behavior issues and discipline issues, and then went to the Yankees, sucked, and I think just got signed by the Braves, but I don't even know if he's on their opening day roster. So yeah, not great. Kind of like the worst, one of the biggest blemishes in Red Sox history. So yeah, bad. Because Mookie's, still been great. He's had some like injury issues and he's sick right now, but he's great, so pretty bad. What's the best World Series of all time? I can't answer that because I've only been alive for a few of them, but in terms of the best World Series in my lifetime, 2016 easily. Like, obviously I loved 2019 because I live in Northern Virginia, so the Nats are my local team, so I will always root for them. And they had just a crazy playoff run in 2019, and the World Series was phenomenal. But in terms of like explicitly, like the best was 2016. 7 games, crazy game 7. Cubs win for the first time in like 108 years or whatever it was. 2016 was very good. 2017 was a phenomenal series. It gets kind of like it has a big blemish now that the Astros cheating scandal happened. 16-19, ball. Oh, I know ball. Yeah, so 2017 doesn't have as much impact now that the cheating scandals happened, but at the time, that was an all-timer. Especially, I don't remember what it was, if it was game 3. There was like one of the games in the 2017 World Series was like one of the best baseball games I've ever seen in my life. So many lead changes, so high scoring, so many dramatic moments. So good. So good. Yeah, the last couple World Series have been duds, kind of. If I'm If I'm being H. We haven't really had like a close World Series in a while. When's the last time a World Series went to Game 7? 19, I think. I think 2019 is the last time I went to Game 7. Because 2020 was... oh. That's it. There's another fly out. There we go. 2020 was 6 games, I think. Dodgers over Rays. 2021 was maybe 6 games? I think it was. I think it was Braves over Astros in 6. 2022 was Astros over Phillies, maybe also in 6. 23 was Rangers over D-backs in 5. And 24 was Dodgers over Yankees in 5. So, yeah. I think 2019 was the last one to go to Game 7. Yeah. 19 and 16 were both great, but 16 is my pick. I think. Obviously, I love any World Series where the Red Sox win, but you know, they weren't that close usually. 2008 or not 2008, 2007 they swept. 2013 was like 6, and then 2018 was like 5. I don't know. Oh, that's in no man's land. Oh, but Berman was playing in. There we go. 2 down. Is it still Whitlock on the mound? Yeah, there we go. They're putting him for a bulk relief role. They're giving him 2 innings. 5 up, 5 down for Gerber. Gerber the second. Gerber the lesser. I don't want to call him the lesser because I love Garrett Whitlock, but you know. I'm trying to pick a team to root for. Any recommendations? Well, tell me what you like, and I can give you some recommendations. What aspects of baseball are your favorite? Do you have any favorite colors? Because that's certainly a factor. It's not like a big factor, but it helps. Do you know what proportion of your audience is male/female? According to my YouTube analytics, it's like 57, 58% male identifying, 6% female identifying, and then the rest are like the prefer not to say category. I believe. It's been a while since I watched your streams. You look so different. Is it your glasses? Probably. Here, hold on. What about now? Here, hold on. Let me give you a better view. How's that? What do we think? That's got to be more than 100%. Yeah. I mean, I don't know the exact numbers. I didn't crunch the exact numbers. Math is hard. Give me a fucking break. This is a simple mistake. I would body any of y'all in the Mad Minute. I challenge all of you haggard bitches to take physical chemistry with me. Apply decline? Smart. You get bodied. "57% male, 46% female. 1% prefer not to say, 100% reason to remember the name." That's right. There, I could beat your ass in Oreo. Don't change the subject. We're talking about math here, and also no, you couldn't. You have no idea the kind of numblers I put up in organic chemistry. You have no idea. I didn't go. That's all I'll tell you. I didn't go to organic chemistry. I didn't attend. I skipped class. And I did so well on that class that I didn't attend exam 3 either. Because your lowest score gets dropped, and I got high 90s on my first 2 exams. So I just didn't go to exam 3. 100% on the final. A+. You have no idea who you're talking to. Respectfully. You have no idea who you're talking to. I'm just saying. All right, Sadon. I've been paying attention. Top of the 8th. 0-1 count. Chase run out of the zone. That's fine. It happens. It happens. 1 in 5 viewers are non-binary. This is Twitch, dude. I would wager 4 in 5. I think like a small percentage of my YouTube subscribers would identify as non-binary, but I would wager that like 40-something% of my Twitch viewers would identify as non-binary. And that's not a slight on non-binary people. I'm just playing the numbers here. This is a Twitch live stream on a Thursday evening. I'm just saying. All right, strike 3. It's fine. Oh, we've got a gender census here. Only 20% non-binary. Wow. Pretty crazy. We've got 45% woman, only 27% male, 21% non-binary, and then 9% something worse. Woman takes it. Wow. Got the ladies in chat tonight. Holy frick. I gotta slick my hair back. Take a couple more shots of vodka. We've got just about 1 swig left in there. So, we're approaching 11. All right, Jaron. Come on. Base it to right field. I was just about to say, this Red Sox offense needs a spark. And that's about as good as it gets, because that right there is a stolen base threat on first, because he is fast as fuck. I want to see him go here. Even if he gets thrown out, I won't be that mad, because the Red Sox just need a runner in scoring position right now. And he's the one to do it. I wonder if they will pull him for David Hamilton. Oh my God. Reflex is unreal right now. Well, they won't, because David Hamilton's an infielder, and they don't have anyone to swap with, so. No, but yeah, that's a stupid idea. If they pulled anyone for David Hamilton, it would probably be Christian Campbell. All right, Jaron, come on. He has he doesn't have the biggest lead, so I don't know if he's actually gonna be taken off. Oh, he's taken off. And he's in, baby. This is what I'm talking about. I know everything about this sport. I can see this shit coming from miles away. Yeah, he got a great jump. He started moving before Martin even started throwing. There it is. Yeah, he timed that up perfectly. That is a great steal. Because the catcher, the pop time was great. He made a great play on it. Is that still Higashioka, or did they sub him out? Let me check. It is still Higashioka. All right. Oh, Rafi grounds out to first. Just wasn't his night. Jaron moves down to third. So we got a runner on third with 2 outs. Who's your least favorite backyard baseball kid? Tony Del Vecchio. I didn't have him on either of my teams, so I'm not attached. And he's a little bitch, so. Oh, there we go. Breggy. Ah, fuck, dude. That's the 3rd line out to the right fielder of the game. That's just bad luck, man. That's tough. That would have been a big run. Sucks. Angela's his superior sibling? Yeah, by a lot. Something's happening in the Yankees game. I'm hearing some volume. Oh yeah, Devin Williams is having some trouble against his old team. That's a good narrative. Where's the crop top? The crop top was restricting my breathing. So it's on the floor in the corner of my room right now. Did I miss it? Yeah, you can watch the VOD though. If it makes you feel better, it was only visible for about 10 seconds of the entire live stream. So. Therm's mod team is the woke agenda. Yeah. Yeah. You'd be really hard pressed to find like a straight cis person in my Twitch chats. And it's not even a lot of people. This is like a common pitfall with Twitch. That's just how Twitch works. A lot of people use that to try and get a good measurement of like someone's entire YouTube audience. These are completely different fields. They're taking out Chris Martin, by the way. Well, it's in between innings, but I just assume they are. YouTube audience and Twitch audience are completely different things. Because anyone who spends their free time in Twitch live streams is either very much anything but straight cis person or MAGA right-wing person. Obviously, there are in-between people. You know, there are plenty of in-between folks. Like, there are exceptions. But, like, for the most part, that's kind of it. It's, like, 45%, like, people who aren't straight or cis. 45% MAGA right-wing people who just all watch Kai Cenat. And then, like, 10% everybody else. That's, like, the Twitch viewer base as a whole. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. Just so y'all know, I am correct about this. Let me finish off my banana here while y'all ponder. Right-wing MAGA stands rise up. Yeah, we've had it. We've been stifled for too long. When's our turn? I shouldn't say that because I'm wearing red and that could come across. It's fine. Oh, we got Aroldis Chapman on the bump. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Are they putting him out there for 2 innings? Because he said that he's going to be the closer. So are they trying to get him to get the 6-out save? Or are they going to put Justin Slayton out there for the 9th? I mean, obviously it depends on how this inning goes. But I'm kind of shocked to see Aroldis in the 8th. For Osine Chapman? Yeah, I kind of wish we didn't. He had a great spring, but he's kind of a bad person, so. You know. Strike 3. There we go. Very nice, very nice. Now this is baseball music. Good God. All right. Wyatt Langford steps into the box. Wow, his bat just absolutely shattered, but that's single in the right field. That broke into 3 pieces. He probably shouldn't have been. Christian Campbell should have had that ball. But good God, that bat exploded. Yeah, 3 pieces. Almost hit Chapman. Crazy. I mean, that's a tough play. That's a lot to expect from my boy Christian. All right, Aroldis Garcia. Even though he had a bad season last year, he's had a bad day. I'm always scared of this guy just because of how much raw power he has. Are we... Let's polish this off. All right. You go ahead and make the final update of the night. I'm cutting myself off there because I don't want to be drunk for a long time because I've got a big assignment to work on. But 11 is going to be the cutoff. Uh-oh. That ball's driven, yeah. Okay, Sadon's there. That was scary. That was scary. Sox would be up 10 if Ahmed was in. Yeah, that dude breaks the game. Jake Berger. There we go. Ground out to Trevor. End of the 8th. 2-2 ball game. God damn. This is more than I bargained for. Who was a tall girl from BBL? Sally? Sally Dobbs? I think Sally was the tallest girl on our team. I mean, in terms of like, do you mean the league or for the Blue Fishes? Because the league had, what was her name? Lisa Crockett. Mad Dog. Had the big ass glasses. She was pretty tall. But I think Sally Dobbs is the tallest girl in the league. Blue Fishes. Yeah, Sally Dobbs. Keisha was also pretty tall, but I think Sally was taller. Suspiciously balls-shaped stomach. Yeah, there we go. People are getting a little more comfortable in here. There we are. Twins were tall too. Yeah, what were their names? I don't know. Weber. Lisa and someone else. Weber. I believe their last name was Weber. Just like came to me. Was it Lisa? No, because Lisa is Lisa Crockett. I think their names were Weber, though. Their last names. Ashley Weber and her twin. Charlotte? Yeah, maybe it is Ashley Weber. Ashley and Sydney. There we go. Ashley and Sydney Weber. Did Luana have a twin? I mean, Kenny was her brother, but they weren't twins. So anyway. All right, going to the 9th. I'm freaking out here, man. We got Casas coming up in the top of the 9th. Casas, Story, Campbell. Oh, Trevor Story hero moment would feed families. Strike one. On one count. Who they got closing games right now? Luke Jackson. Huh. He struggled in 2024, so that's kind of a curious pick. But I don't know. Maybe it'll work out. I don't know. What do I know? Even though I've said like 5 times over the stream that I know everything about baseball. Therm World Series prediction. I thought about this in the shower today. Fouls it off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Obviously, if I was making the chalk pick, it would be Dodgers over Yankees again. But if I'm actually reading my heart of hearts, because like in terms of like on paper, I think the Dodgers are the best National League team. Yankees are the best American League team. But in terms of like reading my heart, my World Series prediction is Phillies over Rangers. That's where I'm at. I think the Rangers are going to have a crazy bounce back season. The Phillies are so good. So I'm going to say Phillies over Rangers. I'm locking it in. That's my World Series prediction. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1's count full. Ball low. There we go. Most of y'all probably weren't alive for 9/11. I wasn't. I was born in 2003. All right. Full count. Leadoff base runner is all you need in the 9th inning. So I need Casas to not be afraid to take a walk here. Ooh! Ball 4 called strike 3. That's tough. I mean, it's a great pitch. but it was below the zone. That's a tough break. That's a really tough break. That's okay. Here comes Trevor. Trevor hero moment incoming. Ball outside. Really quiet day for the Red Sox so far. Only 4 hits. Most of them singles. 3 singles and a homer. Come on, Trev. 1-0. Strike 1. My family immigrated from the Middle East in November of 2001. You can imagine how that went. Yeah, I can. Ball 2. Good take. 2 balls, 1 strike. Oh, wait, this is the actual game? Yeah, I can't legally broadcast the video or audio of the game. So this is just like a 3D render update of the game. Ball 3. There we go. We just need base runners. This is a good Major League at bat for Trevor. Come on, Trev. 3 balls, 1 strike. Hitters count. He just swung a ball 4. Damn. Yeah, he thought he was going to get a pitch to hit there, and he really didn't, but he swung anyway. All right, full count. MLB picking the Red Sox to World Series is crazy work. Yeah, the Sox have become like a trendy pick. All right, full count. Stays alive. Sox have become a trendy pick for like a deep playoff run lately. It's like the equivalent of picking like a 3 or 4 seed to win March Madness. Because like they've got a good team, but they're not like the best in their division. So a lot of people are picking them as like a kind of an interesting World Series pick. And it's making me scared. It's making me nervous how many people are predicting the Red Sox to make the playoffs. Because then it's like, oh God, now if they don't, it's a disappointment. For the last like 4 years, not making the playoffs is just like, well, we expected this. So still staying alive. Oh wait, is that fair? Get out, ball. Fuck. Trevor just missed a home run by like 10 feet. That hurts. It was just foul. All right, that's all right. That's all right. It means you're on it, Trevor. I like it. It means you put a good swing on it. That's really deflating. Cardinals World Series, hear me out? No, I'm okay. Thank you. Full count. Stays alive again. Putting together a great at-bat here. Yeah, I don't know what to expect from the Cardinals, dog. That team is so confusing. Cubs World Series. I wouldn't be surprised. They've got a good team, man. All right, full count. Ball 4. Great at-bat. Great at-bat, Trevor. I know you just missed a home run, and that's disappointing, but it's a great at-bat. And here comes Christian Campbell in the 9th. Imagine a 2-run shot here. If I'm Christian, I shouldn't be imagining that. Because if you get too big, you're already fucked. Just need to try and put together a good at-bat. Whether it's a walk, whether it's a hit. But as a fan, I can't help but imagine a 2-run nuke. That's good, man. That's a good sign that he's taking that ball just out of the zone. That's a major league approach right there. It's a bizarre song. Christian Campbell's family is in attendance. God, this has got to be so nerve-wracking for the poor guy. Ooh, they tried to pick off Story, but he got back. Okay. My team's about to choke opening day with a fantastic closer. I think perhaps we may be cooked. What's your team, Berkey Turkey? I'm not really paying attention to any of their opening day scores. Oh, Trevor's stealing second. And he's there. We've got the leading run in scoring position. The guards. Damn, Class A. That's tough. Yeah, he's the best reliever in the league. That's actually crazy. There's a stolen base for Trevor. Even with no hits on the day, he's making his impact. Great defense and a walk and a stolen base in the ninth. Come on, Christian. Base hit. Takes the lead. Ooh, he took a big cut. But he's just over it. All right, 2 balls, 1 strike for Christian. God, I'm so nervous. Hey, we got Willier on deck, and he's been doing it all today. Christian, it gets through! It's a hit. I don't know if they're going to score it a hit or an error. He hit it hard, and it went off the third baseman's glove. I don't know if that's a hit or an error. His family's celebrating like it's a hit. Look at him. Not even phased. Not even smiling. He's just standing there like, okay, no big deal. Is that a hit? Tell me. I can't hear the audio. They ruled it a single. I just realized, remember when I muted the game at the commercial break in the first inning? Never unmuted it. I've been listening to this whole game on mute. I just literally forgot. Holy shit. Christian Campbell, first hit. First big league hit. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, baby. Oh my God, he didn't even emote. He doesn't even care. They put the camera on his brother in the crowd. And his brother was just like it's just like runs in the family. There we go. Uh-oh. Game froze. On my end, at least. Uh-oh. Are they having, like, broadcast issues? All right, hold on. I'm trying to pull it up. Okay, there we go. They did pull Christian Campbell. Did they pull him for David Hamilton? Like I predicted? They did! I know everything. I've been trying to tell y'all. I know everything. They just put David Hamilton in for Christian Campbell like I predicted an hour ago. Like, it's not that crazy of a prediction because he's a base runner and he plays second base. But still. All right. First and second went out. We got to get this run home from third. You don't even need a hit to drive him in. It's a deep fly ball will do it or a ground ball placed well. Oh, there we go. It's gone! Willier again! Holy fuck! Play it! Let's go, baby! Willier! Holy shit! Have yourself a day, Willier Abreu. God damn, and he was in every single mock trade this offseason. Everybody wanted to ship this guy out. Oh my God. And let me just say, this was all made possible by Trevor Story's walk and Christian Campbell's base knock. I don't want to give all the credit to Willier, but I will give most of it. A 2 home run day for Willier Abreu. Wow. God damn. Oh, I'm so happy. Let me see if there's anything left in this bottle. A little bit. Trevor's steal too. Well, that ended up being inconsequential, but still. 3-run shot with 2 outs. Good shit, Willier. Oh my God. Now we just need to not implode in the bottom of the 9th. That is it. That is it. Oh, and I muted it again. Fuck. I'm rewinding so I can hear that live. Oh my God. What flavor is the Gatorade in your Borg? There's no Gatorade in it. It's just a Gatorade branded bottle. It's it is 1 1/4 cup of vodka. And then like the rest is water. And 2 packets of I believe it is fruit punch. It's tropical punch liquid IV. Is the concoction. So it's 8 shots worth of vodka in this. And I'd already had 3. It's leaking out of the side again. This shit is so frustrating. I thought after 10 years they would have mastered how to make a water bottle, but I guess I was too optimistic. My arm is now covered in vodka. Just trying to wearing your shirt? No, I had to take it off because it was restricting my breathing. But I am wearing a Red Sox jersey. So you can watch the VOD replay. All right, now here comes Connor Ron. God damn, Willier Abreu. Holy shit, what a game. What a game. So proud of you. So proud of you, Willier. I'm supposed to lick the liquor off and not waste it. Wow, what a play. Holy shit. I thought that was a base hit. I'm okay. I already got enough for me, thank you. It was just a few drops left, and I've had 11 shots worth, so I'm all right, thanks. Wow. Willier cut his hair. I didn't even notice. He had like long hair for most of last season, but his hair is short right now. All right, Sadon up with 2 outs. Will this be a video on Therm's garbage? Probably not. Oh, just foul. Hit it sharp. God damn. What a game for Willier. Holy shit, dude. Just turn on beast mode. All right. That's the Rafael I know. Chased a high fastball. All right, that's the end of the top of the 9th, but what an inning, man. 5-2 Red Sox going into the bottom of the 9th. Are they going to put Chapman back out there for another 3 outs? I don't know. Are they going to go to Justin Slayton? Honestly, maybe. Well, how many pitches did Chapman throw? It doesn't say. 11. He threw only 11, so I think they are going to put Chapman out there for the 9th. Maybe. Either him or Slayton. Who knows? Let me an unlikely hero. Dude, hell yeah. That's the Red Sox 7-hitter getting it done. He's been the whole offense. The Red Sox have only had 6 hits this game, and Willier alone is half of those. 2 of them home runs. Just like the definition of like a hard carry. Willier was the Red Sox today. He is all 3 of their, not all 3, but he's 3 of their runs. And 4 of their 5 RBIs. I'm going to mute for the ad. I just realized that the song I'm dancing to is not audible to the stream. Man. Coming up to almost 3 hours on the stream. Time really does fly with baseball, dude. I love baseball. I love baseball. I'm just the bat is up to bat. Yo. Hell yeah. Alright, well. I accomplished my 11 shots goal. I'm sure this is like a little disappointing in terms of like a drunk stream. I kind of saw this coming because the way I've always been with alcohol is that really the biggest thing alcohol does to me is it makes me more chatty and more social. But since you guys only see me on stream, you only see me when I am forcing myself to be chatty and social. Because like in real life, I get a lot more talkative when I'm drunk. But I'm already talking all the time. Yeah, they are putting in Justin Slayton. I'm already talking all the time anyway. when I'm streaming. So not much really changed. I pretty much just can't move my eyes. And everything else is the same. So, you know, you seem like a very mellow drunk, just chatty. That's what I've been told, and that's what I experienced myself. I'm very grateful that I feel pretty mentally present when I'm drunk. It's the same when I had a really good morning, good afternoon, good night. 3-pitch strikeout for Justin Slayton to start the inning. It's the same when I had that really bad high. I'm really grateful that I was still mentally present enough to be able to acknowledge that overdoses on weed are not a documented thing. And I was able to know, like, will pass. I just need to hang in there. So I was really grateful for that, because like a really common thing is people thinking they're going to die and asking people to like call 911. Thankfully, I was like, this is weed. It'll go away. It feels horrible and I feel crazy right now, but I'm not going to die. So I'm very grateful that I have that experience. Okay, let me unmute this game. I keep muting it. Justin Slayton. I forget where he even came from. I think he might have been a Rule 34 pick last year. Had a great year out of the pen for the Sox last year, and he might even become the closer this year because he was dominant last year. For some reason, my gut is telling me he came from the Royals, but I don't think that's true. Kind of a similar thing to Garrett Whitlock. Garrett Whitlock was a Rule 34 pick in 2021. Oh, that's a line drive, but it's right at Sadon. There we go. 1 out away. Rule 5 pick. Did I say Rule 34 pick? All right, well, there's the 11 shots. That's crazy. Don't Google that. Don't Google that. Just got my wires crossed. That's actually... Okay, he's a Rule 5 pick. That's insane. Multiple times. All right, that's okay. Rule 5 is... I believe it is a competitive balance thing. There's a strike. I'm not super solid on how Rule 5 works. I never have been. All I know is that teams have a certain number of players on their roster that they can protect. I believe it is 40. That's like, it's the 40 man. Each team gets like 40 players that they can protect from the Rule 5 draft. And then when it happens, teams can snag any player from any team that isn't on that 40 man roster. So usually teams will protect their major league roster of 26 men plus like their 14 best prospects. So usually players that are exchanged in the Rule 5 draft are players who weren't necessarily valued by their original club. And I believe Garrett Whitlock and Justin Slayton were both Rule 30. Oh my God. Rule 5 guys. I'm scared. What is Rule 34? It doesn't. I mean, obviously, you're going to look it up unless I tell you. Basically, Rule 34 is just like, if it exists, someone online has made like explicit fan art of it. That's Rule 34. That's a fly ball to center field. Sox take game 1. 1-0 for the Sox. There we go. There we are. All right. What a start for the Sox season. In the shower this morning, I drafted up a whole thing I would say if they lost about how the 2018 team got swept to open their season and went on to win the whole World Series. But I don't even know how to use that script because we're 1-0, baby. Let's go Sox. 162-0 is still possible. Probable, I would say. This team ain't losing. All right. And Christian Campbell got his first hit. Willier had just an unreal game. I'm very happy. Wow. Thank you all so much for joining me This is a pretty abrupt time to end it, but I don't know. I got homework to do. Game's over. I'm done here. I mean, I'll be streaming tomorrow from 2 to 5 Eastern. If I can get Tomodachi Life working, I'll do that, but there's a good chance I won't because apparently it's hard to emulate, and I don't have a 3DS. So we'll see. But in a perfect world, I'll be live tomorrow with Tomodachi Life. But do not be upset with me if that doesn't happen. I don't know what the alternative would be. Probably Papa's. Some random Papa's game. But yeah. This has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for joining me for my... let me get some water here. For my 11-shot 50 minutes of crop top stream. Yeah. It's been an absolute pleasure. And I'll see y'all around. Bye-bye. Go Sox, baby. Smoking that Rangers pack.